I clicked on it.
Not the most original remix, but I'm sure Kevin MacLeod would be alright.
So wait, did you add the cat in there?
No, that was Ben, and I was just it meowed like 4 times.
Can we add that into that? I like that a lot better.
Then no, we can't do it.
Why not?
Because you like it, so we can't do it.
That's not funny.
That's why.
Hey, you know,
have you seen those remixes online of the with like the bird?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Ben.
Oh man, they're funny, but I don't think we want to play them because you might get copyright striked.
Right. So, what episode number is this, fellas?
108.
Wow.
It's number 2. The number is too high.
Too damn high?
It's over 9,000?
Over 9,000. That's all I got. I'm not that funny. So, if you can't tell, Nate's on with us today. I mean, how would you be able to tell? You'd never see him on camera.
Nate. Well, Frank, if you're listening to this as an audio podcast, then it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Right, but when your own friends haven't seen you yet.
Right.
So, the question is, that means you guys hear my voice in your guys' heads too, right?
He's not Snuffleupagus in the early episodes of Sesame Street.
Where they tried to make it out like he was just made up, but then everyone could see him.
Bird things.
Oh, by the way, did you guys forget what the name of the movie is? But it's like a new like Muppets, like adult Muppets type of thing.
Happy Time Murders.
Yeah, did you guys see that yet?
No, have you?
No,
I've heard good things, but like not super great, but just kind of like, eh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. At least that's what Double Toasted said.
Gotcha.
It's got Melissa McCarthy in it.
Well, okay, let's start from off camera, and then Nate, what have you been up to?
Not a whole lot.
well,
Playing video games, playing some Monster Hunter.
Oh, I was gonna say, what are you playing? So, Monster Hunter, huh?
Right now I'm playing Guilty Gear.
Playing what?
Guilty Gear?
Never heard of that one.
It's the only fighter game where you can kill somebody with a 36 button combo at any time.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in Nate because he didn't know about the new Spider-Man game that came out. It's like he's supposed to be a video game aficionado, you know. Like everybody's heard about that.
Well, yeah, because it's got a selfie mode in it.
Well, the controversy, because like they removed
I told him
puddles.
about the puddles. Yeah, I told him about that.
Why would they remove puddles?
Piss people off, and apparently it works.
Is puddles like a dog?
No, puddles are water.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and in case you didn't know, the Spider-Man goes. He's in the city.
In the city. City of Compton.
You swing through the city in alleys and shit, which have puddles of water. It sucks that that's a PlayStation exclusive because it would have been interesting to see those puddles with the ray tracing, huh, Frank?
Well, see, maybe they'll eventually get ray tracing because Navi is supposed to be coming to PlayStation. Remember?
Yeah.
Now,
What, Ben?
of computer stuff, you heard Red Dead Redemption 2 is definitely not coming to PC.
Nope.
I did not hear that. Did you hear that, Nate? Since you're the video game guy.
Oh yeah, of course it's not.
Okay.
I have it on my PC though.
The you have it now because the game's not out yet.
Yeah. Wait, original Red Dead Redemption or the Red Dead Redemption 2?
Yeah, the 2 means the second one.
Oh. I don't have the second one. I have the first one.
Yeah, I was gonna say the second one's not out yet, so it's kind of unlikely you'd have the second one there.
Well, I did watch a Let's Play yesterday of this guy. He had early access. That T Martin guy that is it? But no, that's somebody else. The company sent him an early screening. He was allowed to show like part of the first chapter of that Life is Strange too.
Oh.
Yeah.
What company makes Life is Strange? Square Enix?
I think so. I was gonna say Bethesda, but I know that's not right.
No. Hold on, I'll check. Talk amongst yourselves.
Life is Strange. It's by this indie company that put out. They did another game recently that was just supposed to be hey, we still do other things, but I can't remember what it was. So
hold on.
Maybe it's Telltale.
Hold on.
So yeah, trying to remember. I don't recall. What was the last game you played, Ian?
I was just playing something on my 360. I was playing the Ninja Gaiden 2.
Publisher, Square Enix.
Hey, you're right.
Developer, Don't Nod Entertainment.
Who got that one? Was that Ben? Does Ben get a peanut?
No, I said Square Enix.
Yeah, that's the publisher, and then the developer or somebody else, because, you know.
Yeah. We get the money, honey.
So, what was the last game they put out, Frank?
God damn it, I just clicked out of it. Hold on.
How dare I have to use the history button?
Shut up, Ben.
Oh yeah, by the way, Nate, did you see that Barnacules latest video? He was testing out
Ben.
What?
Ben's question. What was the last game they put out? I said Vampire. Vampyr.
Vampire? Okay.
Sure, however the fuck you want to pronounce it. June 4th, 2018.
Vampire?
Vampyr.
Oh, Vampire.
Yeah.
There was a show that had Weird Al Yankovic in the 90s.
No H. Vic.
Yeah, close enough. But
no, one's his name, one's not.
Anyway.
Just
and then they had these teens, and they fought these vampires that sucked the gasoline out of cars. So they didn't actually cause any problems. And then they turned the cars into vampires. So they turned cars into SUVs.
All right. Anyways.
Right?
That sounds terrible.
Right? That's what I'm saying. It's the worst crime in the world.
I saw a video recently of the Tom Green show where he would follow pizza boys around with a cheaper pizza and try to steal their buy from the orders.
That's kind of great.
Tom Green.
Right. So what have you been up to, Ian?
He's never being famous again.
I saw this video by that Barnacules guy. He was testing out one of those boring flamethrowers, or not a flamethrower.
Flamethrowers, yeah.
Yeah.
You mean
like
Super Soakers?
Hoverboards?
Right. I guess. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Super Soakers, you can turn them into flamethrowers.
No, not a flamethrower is a flamethrower, but to keep the law from hassling them, they called it not a flamethrower.
Oh.
Yeah. But no, he was
like
testing out different things.
Gun guy who got in trouble and ran to Taiwan for sexually harassing assaulting a child.
No, that's the guy with 3 printing guns.
Yeah. But no, he was, speaking of 3D printing, he was testing the flamethrower out, or not a flamethrower. He was testing that out on his old Robo 3D printer.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that sad, Nate?
Yeah, that is sad.
I just feel bad for Nate because do you still think feel like you got a lemon?
Kind of, yeah.
What happened?
Oh, the 3D printer.
Yeah.
It's because the hot end, their hot ends are garbage.
Yeah, I've heard that line before.
Excuse me.
Anyways,
So,
what wait before we get into that.
I don't give a fuck.
Soda Talk with Frank and Ian.
Oh no, I got the wrong one.
All right, Ian, what you drinking on?
Well, I'm drinking on first. Obviously, I'm drinking on a Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah.
And then I grabbed the wrong one. I like drinking these iced carbonated water
So
bottles. I got the wrong one. It's ginger and lime.
here's the thing with
Interesting
Crystal Pepsi.
combination.
Didn't they say they weren't going to make it ever again? And then they made it again. And then they're like, okay, this is the last batch for real. And then they made another batch. And now they're like, okay, for real, this is the last batch.
Do you think we should go and buy at the store, Nate?
And they're like, okay, we're even putting what's his name's face on and giving him a fridge with his face on it.
Oh yeah, I was
LAB.
watching this video where
LAB.
they gave him like 700 bottles and then he's like giving them away or something.
And they're like, and this is the last batch forever. And now they're like, okay, we made another batch.
I wish they'd do that with other shit.
Yeah,
Like Baja Blast?
Sangria
Pepsi.
Blast.
yeah, I know, man.
You can buy
Shaq
Baja
soda.
Blast now, can't you?
Yeah, I bought Nate one of those tall
I got-
cans.
I got a case of it a while ago, but it's not been in the store. But of course, that other drink that won the contest is.
That nasty grape drink.
It's funny because you're the one that would drink grape drink when we were growing up, and it's like you're like, nah, man, I'm out.
That shit's cough syrup, dog.
People drink cough syrup.
Yeah, the tussin.
No, I'm talking about the scissor.
Sip in the syrup.
Yeah.
Now, Frank, did you hear about that though with the LA Beast where they gave him like he did a video about it recently about how they gave him like 700 bottles of Crystal Pepsi.
I
don't
saw they
watch
gave
any
him
of
a
those
fridge
anymore.
for it. And it was fridge full of them with his face on it, and he was giving a couple of those away. I didn't know about the 700.
Yeah, this was recently. He was going to be giving them away or something.
So, what
Well,
else
what
have
are
you
you
been
drinking
up
on,
to?
Frank?
Oh,
Let's
We're
see.
not today yet. What are you drinking on, Frank?
Oh, me?
Well, you're drinking that Baja Blast I just gave you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I wish they would come back with LeBron James Sprite.
yes,
Oh,
with
my
that
goodness.
cherry in it.
I thought it was
I like-
watermelon.
No, that's racist
Why is that racist?
because he's black.
What did he say?
What are you
He
talking
said
about?
that he said that it was watermelon flavored.
It is watermelon flavored. I drank it.
No,
What was Shaq?
the LeBron mix was Sprite with fucking cherries in it.
The
No, it would be
LeBron
racist
mix.
if you
You
said
mean
it.
No,
like the-
because
water
they
You mean
have-
the Space Jam 2 mix?
chicken Kool-Aid.
they have a Sprite cherry, and that is not the LeBron.
They've
It
got
was-
the wild cherry. Yeah. Oh wait, I'm thinking Pepsi. My mistake.
No, they have a wild cherry Pepsi. They have a cherry Sprite, which I have in my fridge. I'm telling you, like, I think it was watermelon. Not to, like, I'm just saying, it's watermelon flavored. It's got also a couple of other fruits in there. It's probably watermelon, cherry, and some other thing. Like, I only got to drink a 2-liter of it because the entire shelf was gone. It was delicious, and I'm like, I'll go back to the store tomorrow and pick up another bottle.
LeBron's mix. The mix is limited to Sprite flavor and then Coca-Cola Company Sprite, the refreshing flavor of cherry and orange flavors.
It's cherry and orange.
Yeah. That's not watermelon.
Are you saying Nate tasted what he wanted to taste?
He said what he said.
He heard what he heard. or hear what do you want to hear?
Speaking of LeBron, Frank,
You only hear what you want to hear. I love a beer.
If it's cherry and orange, maybe I can recreate it because that was so good.
Speaking of LeBron, Frank, what are your thoughts on Space Jam 2?
I'll talk about it when I get to the news.
Wait, is there Space
Well,
Jam
you see,
2?
Ben's
Let's
not
talk
gonna
about
be
that now.
around for the news
Shut
show,
up
so-
and wait till you get to the news.
Maybe I should just stop talking about everything until you get to the news, Frank.
Just
Maybe
talk
should
about
start
you.
the show with the news.
Because
How
you're
about
not going to be in the news anytime soon. Okay, so yeah, I'm drinking on Mountain Dew Ice because I'm
that? Too
grown
lime
up.
for me.
Shut up! I didn't ask you.
Hey, Ian, what was that soda that I had those 3 heart attacks on?
I'm telling you, it was a Mountain Dew Voltage.
Yeah, but it was what flavor of Mountain Dew Voltage?
It's like, isn't it like a blueberry or something?
It wasn't a blueberry. It was like a lime. It tasted like a lime popsicle.
Like watermelon.
No,
Like menthols.
No,
Tasted
all
like
I would
basketball
totally
on
was
the
the blue
streets.
can.
I would totally drink menthol soda. Menthols are delicious.
It'll probably be made by Jones too.
Oh, Jones has got some cool soda. They got Tofurky soda.
Anyway,
Anyways, what are you drinking on, Ben?
Hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm sorry, we were not done with. I thought we were done with Frank. I was meaning to ask him, are you working up to your? Do you have to like work up to like stronger drinks with your dental work, or are you able to drink anything you want now?
I mean, I still got a brush. Like, I can't really just have it chilling in my mouth. Plus it's like real sensitive to just hot and cold. It doesn't really matter what I'm drinking.
Do you have any LeBron James Sprite in your fridge?
If I did, I wouldn't be talking to you. I'd be drinking it.
I know, it's so delicious.
If he did, he wouldn't be having it in his fridge.
Yeah, he doesn't know
Well,
what flavor it is.
I drank 1 2-liter of it. All I knew was delicious.
And he
What do
thought it was fucking watermelon.
What are you drinking? Watermelon?
I've had watermelon like 1 time in my entire
I know.
life.
You're drinking watermelon Mountain Dew.
Yeah, he doesn't know what watermelon tastes like, apparently. Have you had that watermelon freeze from Taco Bell with candy seeds?
No.
That was really good.
I
I'm not
had
a fan
like
of the freezes. They're a little too much ice, not enough syrup.
I mixed the two together. A guy made a smiley face with them,
Mm-hmm.
and as soon as I pulled my straw out, it kind of looked like the guy was like bleeding from his eye and had pink eye. It was nifty.
Gotcha.
But, anyways, what are you? Is that it, Frank? Like,
Yeah, I got my Mountain Dew Ice, and then I got a can on backup.
you don't have any Red Balls?
Oh, I can't do Mountain Dew and balls. Are you kidding me? I'll have heart palpitations.
I
Yeah, like
had
Nate
heart
did.
palpitations back when I had Volt. Remember that?
I missed that though.
I don't miss laying on my futon with, hey, maybe, am I going to die? I'm going to die. It's not
Right.
cool.
Oh yeah, I swear that one soda I died 3 times. I missed an hour of Dragon Ball Z. I had to have been dead.
Probably just fell asleep.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But anyways, what are you drinking on, Ben?
Well, I finished a mix of tart cherry and kiwi strawberry, I think it was. So now I'm drinking some Mountain Dew Live Wire.
That's Pops' stuff.
Yeah. When he runs out of it and they don't have any in the store, he gets mad. He's like, that voltage is not quite like my Live Wire. Yeah.
Yeah, I was the one who introduced him to that because he only had Mountain Dew flavored Mountain Dew. And I said, you ever had the Live Wire? What? I said, no, I just had Mountain Dew flavored Mountain Dew. I said, well, it is Mountain Dew.
And I always have to help him when we go grocery shopping because he'll go in and grab the red one. I'm like, no, that's code red. That's not what you want.
He had some Dew Shine one time, and our uncle thought it was actual shine.
Well,
He should have been like, "I'll give you a sip for $50."
He drank like
Well,
half
he
a
drank
bottle.
one, and then he drank one, and then he went and put the bottle back in the container because he did, in the box because he didn't want my dad to know he'd gotten into it.
I think I still have some Dew Shine.
I have a bottle. That's why I
just can't
got
believe-
started on ice because it's close. It's not the same.
Well, Frank, you were saying I was surprised you said that you had the old Crystal Pepsi still.
Yeah, the first
the
gen.
last batch or whatever.
Wait, what?
I
No,
had
just
the-
the last batch.
Yeah.
Oh, I have the first batch. Yeah, I thought you meant like the 1970s
No.
one.
80s, no.
No, he cares. He's not.
No,
that
all those are
bad
drank
with
already.
his health.
You drank the 1980s ones?
Well, I was a child of the 80s.
Hmm.
When I was a kid, I was just glad not to drink the nasty shit my parents drank. They drank sugar-free, caffeine-free shit in that copper color can.
I'm so sorry.
Copper
My
Coke.
condolences.
It's gross.
Yeah, but we did have Ecto Cooler, so
Yeah,
I still got some Ecto Cooler left.
I do
how
too.
about some Surge?
I got Surge.
Do you still have those
What?
those Slimer Twinkies?
I have
What's
one Slimer Twinkie left.
What about the Slimer fruit pies?
Teenage
I
Mutant Ninja Turtle pies.
Oh, was it? I could have sworn Slimer had one, but
Probably. Who knows? Okay. Anyway,
And I
Anyways,
got
wait.
$600 worth of Szechuan sauce.
I'm so sorry.
Anyways, what have you been up to, Nate?
Not a whole lot. Playing some video games. Let's see.
Playing some video games.
And
Video
I bought a Adafruit thing, and I programmed it so it plays the Song of Storms nonstop whenever you shake it.
Okay.
And let's see. Been trying to sell some stuff, but man, it's hard to sell stuff
Yeah.
because nobody's got any money.
depends on the
Yeah.
stuff you're
hard to
selling.
sell it on eBay.
Do you want a Half-Life 2 gun?
Do we want a Half-Life what?
Half-Life 2 gravity gun?
No, that's old hat.
What about a Pokemon World Championship trophy?
Why would you have that, Nate? Because reasons.
Why wouldn't I have it? I have 2 of them.
Why? Where the hell did you get that?
Thailand?
On eBay, huh?
Yeah. Do you wanna? I got some Charizard cards, video games.
Video
Stuff.
games. Well,
He's basically like the 40-year-old virgin.
Hey,
Well, that guy had
I
$1
can-
million when his fiance sold all his stuff on eBay. We're getting ourselves
Yeah.
some toys. Damn right we are.
I mean, I'm sure he has some expensive toys. It's hard. I understand it's hard to sell a lot of that stuff now. Is the market pretty bad for the toys and shit, Nate?
it just people are always looking to buy it at a lower price and then just resell it online. And I'm like, yeah, I know what it's worth. I'm not a moron.
right. They put in the ad, don't lowball me. Your shit will be ignored.
Right.
Or they're like, oh yeah, I'm interested, and then they never text back. And I'm like, really?
Dude, really?
You wish that people would be like, I don't have any money now, but thanks.
Then why'd you even fucking bother?
So
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, why pretend if you don't have the money?
Because
I've
it's
never-
easier than actually getting money.
So, Ben, what have you been up to?
I've never sold
Playing
anything.
some video games. I was playing some Terraria tonight.
Wow.
Yeah.
I forgot
play
about
that?
that game.
Yeah.
I think
I tried playing some Starbound, but I keep getting stuck on the first real boss, and it's like I don't have the time for this.
I remember Starbound when it first came out, and it had a total different boss than it does now. They
Oh, yeah?
patched it.
Well, yeah.
It started,
They put missions in and stuff. I was playing it back before they really had, bosses
Yeah.
and stuff.
yeah, no, like the first boss, it was a penguin with like a UFO, and it would wreck your house, and I'm like, that sucks. And now it's like you got invited to a dinner party, and then you get thrown in like an evil dungeon with like cannibals.
I'm thinking of the one where you're in that mining facility.
Oh no, I got thrown into a cannibal place where they tried to eat you. And I remember going to the prison, and they're like, and then the inmates like, wanna see a magic trick? And I'm like, yeah, I want. And then it's like, I'm gonna show you how to make this knife disappear. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Right.
I think Nate is just remembering time in prison now. So.
No, for real, that was Terraria. I
For
went
real?
to a different planet, a prison planet, and
Terraria and Starbound are two different games.
oh yeah, not Terraria, Starbound. I'm talking about Starbound.
Even though they had the same, like,
Was
the
it
guy who worked
watermelon?
on Terraria for a while.
He was not watermelon.
I think it was watermelon
I
flavored.
think.
Watermelon
I think-
Man.
That's
It was,
Reese's.
it was watermelon and chicken Kool-Aid.
I would eat that. That sounds delicious.
See, you like that. You like that idea.
Anyway,
Like, that sounds delicious.
I was watching Good Mythical Morning one time, and they were trying whipped cream to see if it would make stuff taste better. Some stuff, no. Dung beetles, yeah, kind of.
right. So, are we ready to get into Battlestations, Ian?
Did we talk about Ben yet?
I mean, I tried.
I did. I said I've been playing video games.
Yeah, and
working on
then
my
I
demo reel.
started trying to remember what each game was.
Been doing some.
What did you do?
Animations,
Yeah, did you do anything productive?
Oh, me?
No, Ben.
When? Like today?
Since the last time you were on the show, Ben.
Oh, yeah, I've worked in the office. Been working on some puppet animations. Working on a little short
Puppet?
that I'm going to slip into the.
That's kind of creepy,
demo
Ben.
reel.
Why would
No,
you be playing with puppets?
Not physical puppets, puppet animations for like limited animation, where you get like a rig for like the face and the arms and move.
I know what puppet animations are.
Now, if you want to talk about anime and puppets and stop motion, there's the Google Doodle today, which was for Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. It's beautiful.
Now I'm
day
going
in
to
the
check it out because
neighborhood.
Ben's making me curious.
I just,
yeah. Aww. Aww.
Aw. Wow.
Well, hold on. It's got a little video.
Got a
Aw.
video.
The video and it's got behind the scenes making of too.
Aww.
Aw.
Whoa. I've watched too much Robot Chicken. I'm waiting for him to like start cursing.
Robot.
Yeah, Robot Chicken, Seth Green. Did you see when they invaded Strong Badia?
Won't you be my neighbor?
Hey, neighborly
Be
neighbor.
my neighbor.
Yep.
Neighborly neighbor.
I still need to see that Mr. Rogers movie that came out.
The trailer made me cry.
Yeah, I mean, I understand.
do you think? So in the trailer, so the thing that creeps me out about Mr. Rogers is he swims in the nude every single day in his pool.
Okay.
If you had a pool that was private, wouldn't you do that? I mean, think about it. He went and,
Nate, that
and
sounds like
testified
jealousy,
at
dog.
the Senate when they were when people were trying to keep us from
You're
getting
jealous.
VCRs, and he's like, "No, I'm in favor of people recording my program to watch with their children later." That's That's totally fine. And he gave a big speech, and they donated all kinds of money to PBS afterwards, because he was just such a charismatic and nice guy. So,
That was sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Wow.
I'm sure Frank would like to hear what I'm up to because probably would find it more interesting, right?
What?
What? Do what?
What's interesting?
The stuff I got.
Okay. So stations, right?
What?
You're talking about your boxes, huh?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Show us what you've been up to.
Okay, so my one computer I'm working on is some more because I decided to take one of my hard drives out of my FX computer and put it in my Ryzen computer because I wasn't using it much and I only had like an SSD on my Ryzen build, so yeah, I figured it'd be nice to have an extra hard drive for work, like work files and stuff. And I was like, while I got this computer open, it'd be nice to buy something else, you know.
Uh-huh.
So I ended up I got this pricey water cooler here. It's called the Kraken AIO water
Release
cooler.
the Kraken.
Yep, it's the X72. This is like the big boy one with the 3 fans on it, and
Big boy.
for some reason they put like a bow on it or something.
Oh.
I don't know why,
They
but
want to look its best. I mean, honestly.
Right. That'd be presentable.
yeah. And then I got these RGBs for the fans. And then Nate he's never heard of this before, but it actually works pretty good since I bought that. And I ended up putting this on my FX build, and the temperatures went down a lot. So I got this Icy Graphite as a thermal pad that actually replaces your thermal paste, so you don't have to keep reapplying different thermal paste like every year, or if you change a cooler or whatever. It's just a lot easier. Yeah, so something that I would recommend. I'm going to be putting it on the block of this thing, and they have it already, the thermal paste pre-applied, but I'll probably clean it off and just put this on so I don't have to do this later,
Right.
But yeah, I went to the store and I bought some like a duster can to, like dust out my computers, and I bought like some isopropyl alcohol, which I guess is you're supposed to use to clean off the thermal paste.
Do you know you're
Right.
not supposed to drink that stuff?
Well, yeah. Rubbing alcohol? Yeah.
That's
Unless you
kept
mix
a lot of
it with-
people blind in those during Prohibition.
Unless you mix it with something.
Yeah. We're not children, Nate.
Hey,
It's-
it's booze. I can drink that stuff, right?
It's because it has the word alcohol in it.
This is 10% alcohol, so if I get 10 of them, then I get 100%. Oh, man.
But anyways, also I'm gonna try to finish up on the LEDs on this. So since I'm putting more RGBs on it, I was like, I might as well finish up with the rest of the RGBs.
RGBs.
The only other thing that I would like to do is, like I was telling you on the Hangouts, Frank, is since I have a giant cooler that's about the size of your Noctua thing, it has 6 heat pipes on it. So the one that I have in my FX build right now has only like 3 or 4 or something.
Mhm.
So I was like, if my temperatures are pretty low with this graphite thing, I'm sure it'll be even lower with more heat pipes, I'm sure. Right?
What's a heat pipe?
Pipe
a
with
pipe
hot
for-
dog.
Oh, you can cook hot dogs in it? That's amazing.
Now you could explain it to him, Frank. I'm not.
I know what a heat pipe is.
You do?
Yeah.
What's a heat pipe, Nate?
A heat pipe is something that heat can escape from your case so your computer remains cooler.
You're wrong.
Really?
It
But-
doesn't escape from your case.
You're thinking of a heat vent,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
like
I'm
like
thinking
your
of
dryer.
All right. Okay,
No,
so
they,
what's it?
you see this thing? See these copper things on here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the copper piping on your cooler. That's what the heat pipe is. Yeah.
Shut up.
You learn something new every day.
Yep.
No, he doesn't.
The more you know. Knowing is half the battle, right?
That's one to throw up on. G.I. Joe.
G.I. Blow.
Whoa.
And that's the end of that joke.
Yeah, so that's what I've been up to. Got a lot of
Crap in the mail.
Yep. I was lucky too because the FedEx were dragging their asses, and my Nate had came over, and then my my other friend Beth did. She came over too, and we were downstairs, and then we went up to the elevator to our room, and they buzzed me as soon as we walked through the door. I was like, "Dang! If we were still in the elevator, I would have been screwed because I wouldn't have known they buzzed me, and I would have been waiting around still."
And then Ian said, Beth, what can I do? Kiss.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it's sung by Peter Criss, Frank, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
So, what have you been up to, Frank? Did you buy anything? I mean, you've been kind of been saving your money lately, huh?
I mean, no. I'm window shopping. I'm waiting for prices to go. Right now they're going. And
aren't you in the comic club, Frank?
in the what?
The comic club?
I don't follow.
You're paying for stuff that has a comma in the price.
Oh God, I hope not. No, like I told you, my latest hobby is I put a PC part picker list together, and then I refresh the page to see the tiny little incremental changes every couple of days in prices.
What?
And or I take the same list and I go and edit the things I know will change price. Like the RAMs, it's like the price of gas. It's up, then it's down. It's up, then it's down. The same sticks that cost $179 last week are $159 today.
Yeah.
Republicans in a U.S. territory just legalized marijuana.
Everywhere?
Interesting. No, the Northern Mariana Islands legislature is the first in the U.S. to legalize marijuana sales. So it's still federally illegal, but they're okay with it.
Good for them.
Rolling big old doobies.
Just like Elon Musk.
Is he still dating that one chick, Grimes?
Ooh, Elon Musk?
Yeah.
Who is Elon Musk?
The guy who runs Tesla?
Now he's just fucking with you, Ben.
Actually, no. Oh, wait, I know that guy. My Uncle Merle works for him.
Right. So is it time to get into Battlestations?
Well, was that all that you had to say? Nothing else going on? Any video games? Or did you do anything productive?
No.
Oh,
I mean, I worked and I took it easy, so my face is still kind of swollen, and I don't really want to do anything.
Your face is swole.
What? Did you get your wisdom teeth out?
No, I've had those out. I had dental surgery, like I said at the beginning of Ian's call.
I'm sorry. Whenever you talk, I immediately stop listening.
Mumble,
so
mumble,
it's fine.
mumble, 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 mumble.
Really? That is so interesting.
Mumble, 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 mumble.
The nuclear arm codes are... Oh, sorry.
Mumble, 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 mumble.
Does Ben know we're not in the news yet?
No, but he likes to read all the articles.
Hello?
Hi, Ben. How are you, dog?
It was just frozen on Ian for a minute. I was just like, my connection dropping? What's going on?
Yeah.
You got dog internet.
And
What?
okay.
I got 100 megabit.
He's kilobits a second.
Yeah. killing it, bits.
I used to get 12 bog. Now I'm lucky if I get 1 bog.
Yeah, Ben, did you? Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't tell Nate yet. He was in the hospital, Doug.
Who?
Doug.
For what?
Yeah, he had a blood
Cat
infection
scratch
from a cat
fever.
scratch.
Oh, cat scratch fever. Yeah, I know somebody who had that.
Thanks for your sensitivity, Nate. Frank can say it because
I got a
he's
fever
known
from
about
more
it for a while.
cowbell.
No, I actually know somebody. My ex-girlfriend had cat scratch fever. She lost her ability to walk. She had to learn how to walk. And then I know another person who got cat scratch fever. They almost died from it.
Gotcha.
It's pretty serious, actually.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Anyways, did you want to get into some Battlestations, Frank?
Fuck yes.
Okay, just making sure. I wasn't sure if you still wanted to stay in the where you up to stage. We don't have to, Frank, if you don't want to.
Shut up, get to the battle stations.
Man your battle stations. Man your battle stations.
Station. Okay. Hold on.
I'm so proud.
Aw, kittens.
So my theme was kitties. That's
For real?
my theme. No.
I was
Cats
gonna
up?
say I'd like
The
it.
itty bitty kitty committee.
Oh boy. There's a lot going on in this picture here, Ian. You wanna tell us what we're
I
looking
mean-
at?
Cats.
I don't know what we're looking at necessarily, but I know what I searched for was Kraken.
So the cooler is the Kraken.
Yeah.
Looks like the case is Corsair because of the honeycomb pattern.
Yeah.
I believe that's my mouse. 'Cause it doesn't look like a Razer Naga. It looks like my Logitech. Don't care too much for that chiclet fucking keyboard.
Giggly.
Shit ton of screens is always appreciated by me. They got some GameCube controllers. Bunch of miscellaneous shit on their desk.
Looks like my house.
Yeah, that was one thing I was surprised. I was telling Nate about that. You remember we did the article on that BIS box? He didn't hear about that.
About what?
You remember that Bliss or BIS box or whatever where you could plug in the different controllers?
Oh yeah.
Did you hear about that, Ben?
What?
So they came out with a box where you could plug in any type of retro controller within it. You know, it comes with all these different adapters.
They came out with one a couple years ago, but
I saw the Linus Tech Tips video about that, but they were like there were 2 controllers that they didn't have. You know,
Which ones?
The ColecoVision and some generic PS2
Right.
controller, I think.
The ColecoVision controller is shit.
And they were having trouble getting the drivers to work too.
Well, it wasn't perfect. They said though it definitely had potential with like some firmware updates and stuff like that.
see, there's one that I saw a couple years ago, and it was perfect. It had connectors that you could have cables to, but you had to buy all the cables separate.
You
it
don't
was
say.
But it was about $150.
You don't say.
I didn't say yeah.
You don't say.
He didn't say.
So yeah, they like the GameCube controller. I guess the Smash Brothers people really like the GameCube controllers.
Well, yeah, it's the ideal controller for Smash Brothers. Except for the PS2 controller works much better.
What was that noise?
What was that noise, Nate?
I don't know what that noise is.
That was all the Smash Bros getting mad. They're like, no.
Right. Okay. Let's
No, the
open up
PS2.
your second station. Station.
By the way, what do
Ooh.
you think about how Chrome has like all the corners rounded now? It's all like roundified.
It's like they're trying to be mobile.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't like that the mobile app, like when you open tabs, the space behind the tabs is white now. It used to be black or gray.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, I am.
my shit set to default to dark, and it still comes up fucking white.
Yeah. Well, I am really loving. I finally did get the dark mode on my phone and my tablet for the
YouTube app?
and on the tablet it looks beautiful, man. With the dark mode, it's just like all the colors and stuff on the videos pop now. It's like it should have been like that since the platform started, you know?
Right. This is what it should have been all along. Well, that was gross. But yeah, I like this setup. I got the little hummingbirds up there and the fucking cherry blossoms. That's cute. And now your third station. Oh, here we go. Hold on. I gotta zoom enhance.
Zoom enhance.
They got a portrait monitor. They got a big ass TV. And they got well, I mean, you know, that side of the room is probably limited on space. I mean, and then they got the blue and pink lights.
Yep.
So I'm liking it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
I would like it if the TV was a little bit lower, though.
I mean, ideally, like, the thing is, it's like people watch cribs and shit, and they always have the TV way up high. Who the fuck wants to look up when you're watching a TV? You really ought to have it at belly height, so when you sit down, your eyes are right at it.
I think you should have a TV on the floor, like in the floor.
I think my walls should all be a TV.
Well, yes,
There's a
that
TV.
too.
There's a TV.
You get a TV, and you get a TV.
Wouldn't it be
And-
cool to have a fly wall and then the TV in the floor?
Nope.
Can't we
Wouldn't
just
be
put a
cool at all.
TV in my eyeballs so when I'm looking at you, I can just link over and watch Jerry Springer instead?
You guys
No.
didn't do that?
No, dog.
Just in my head. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah,
in your head.
Yeah, I wonder when screens are just going to be like everywhere, where it's like as cheap as just printing it on a piece of paper, you know?
Now?
As soon as that bendable phone comes in, I guess.
It's already out.
What the? Okay, Nate.
Nate knows everything, dude. Don't you know that?
Yeah, he's a know-it-all, right? I'll agree
Well,
with that.
They demoed it.
They demolished it? Why? That's mean.
No. Like, they did a tech demo of it, like a year ago.
Uh-huh. That was a little video they made. Say, we can make this someday.
No, they have the material that they can make it out of already.
Uh-huh.
We have the material.
But they don't.
We can do it.
They do.
Right.
Make them strong.
We can make them stronger, faster.
It's made out of graphene.
Right.
Yeah, I wonder if that's what this is made out of, like some kind of graphene. They call it IC graphite, so it's pretty durable, but it's like really thin.
Yep, one atom's thin.
I wonder how this does like keep
Conducts electricity.
keep it like thermally conductive, because it's the purpose of thermal paste is it's supposed to fill in the microscopic like imperfections, right, Frank?
Thermal paper? Yeah.
Thermal paste.
I was like, what word did he say? Yeah.
Yeah. So I wonder if this is kind of like has like little hairs or something that keeps it, that fills in the void. or
Tiny little
something.
hairs.
I don't know how it does it, but it does it. Anyway, so what are you going with, Frank?
Well,
Well,
I mean, you make it so hard. Well, close that out. Okay. Well, I like this one the most because you got 3 cats. You got my mouse. Only thing I would change is the keyboard, to be honest. Maybe put some LEDs so you could see some other shit in this picture. This one I like second because, like you said, maybe change the height of the TV. But other than that, it's damn perfect as it is.
Yeah.
And then this would be number 3. Even though I like it, I do like it. It doesn't pop as much.
What did you like about your second one?
I mean, it's clean. The color combo pops. You know, the keyboard matches the lights inside of the case, matches the wallpaper blue, and then, you know.
I mean, the first one was your second place, right?
This is first place. This is second.
Okay. The monitors got you on the first one?
Yeah, that Pussy Destroyer got me. That's what he called it. Pussy Destroyer.
I probably would agree with you.
So my vote is 2-3-1 because I'm playing video games right now.
Yeah, I heard Mario Brothers earlier.
Yeah. What are you going with, Benjamins?
What
are you gonna put your
what are the
Benjamins
options
on?
again?
Okay, here's the first one.
Okay.
Here's the second one. This is the order they were presented. And the third one.
So I'm going to go 1-3-2.
So same
Okay,
order I went.
Yeah, we all chose the same one.
Yeah.
Nate chose 2-3-1, I think.
But I
He
can't
does it.
see them.
He doesn't even fucking know. He just said numbers.
3-2-1.
That's for-
1-2-3.
What the heck is bothering
Bothering
me?
Okay, so what's the internet say?
Well, the Pussy Destroyer has 326. This one has 160. And then this one has 400.
Okay.
So
I'll remember that. I'll try to remember 400 for. We'll see which one of yours wins.
I'll leave it up when I start opening the other ones because we know it's the highest. So Kishan Dunder, whatever, they have the most currently. So give me a little bit of music while I try to find mine here in the email.
All right.
Station.
Okay, I found them. So my theme, I was scrolling through Battlestations and I said, you know,
Do they have any RTX themes yet?
no. I mean, like not on the actual Battlestation subreddit. A bunch of like the PC builder groups, people show like there's, you know, machines that are waiting for RTX, and the one guy had already pre-ordered fucking 2 2080 Ti's for his shit, and it's like, but you don't even know if they're gonna suck.
Well, can a normal person have their hands on it? I mean, I know like people like Jay has like early release and stuff, right?
I mean, if you pre-order that, they say you're still like get it a week after it comes out, so you got like another week till you even get your fucking pre-order. So you paid $2,400 for 2 graphics cards that you got to wait another week now.
So some baller got 2 of them.
Yeah, the guy was showing. He had, I think it was a Threadripper build because I was looking up Threadripper builds on this Facebook group I was in, and they're like, "Damn, why do you need all this?" I don't need none of it, but I got 2 2080 Ti's on order, and I'm like, "Motherfucker, you're just sitting on money apparently." I better use this money or I'm gonna fart on it, so I guess I got to use it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so my thing was I was going through the Battlestation subreddit, which is where I get majority of my stuff, and the first couple that I saw were actual like Overwatch themed or their game that they were into. Here's my so and so themed setup, and I go, maybe I could make it a theme this week by looking at themed stations. So I just searched the word themed because everyone always puts my CSGO theme station, which a CSGO station, all they have is some military shit around the computer and their keyboard turned fucking sideways. And that's it. So I didn't see too many game-specific ones, and if they were, it was just a couple posters and some LEDs, which doesn't say much. But what I did keep saying was like synthwave, vaporwave, outrun.
You vaporwave.
Yeah, basically, I like RGB, so here's my setup. So I found a few, and the one with the most images, I wasn't sure if we've used it before, so I included a ringer just in case it's already been brought in. Okay?
Well, you had suspicions?
Well, I saw it, but I wasn't 100% if I'd brought it in before, so I got backup if I have. So here's my first station. It's a weeb station, which I couldn't not include. Fucking weeb. But, yeah, I don't know if you can you see this all right? Can you see it,
It's up blue. Blue.
Who's singing?
Nay.
Oh.
I was singing at first, but
right.
And he started creepily singing.
But yeah, what kind of a cooler is that, Ian?
It's a cooler with an infinity mirror on it.
Oh.
It's one of those cool coolers that the cool kids have.
That's cool.
I'm cool.
You're not cool. That's
My
kidding.
mom says I'm cool.
Yeah.
My mom says I'm a catch. Popular.
Does it say which one he has? Because I have the X72.
No comments here. They just post, and I don't think there's any in the image.
Yeah, I forgot to look. Yeah, a lot of those. I was trying to look at. It was hard to tell which ones they had on mine too, because I figured I would ask you to find it because you're pretty good with the Reddit finding shit on Reddit. So I thought you might be able to find it, but
Reddit. No, I don't know.
This guy doesn't have much information to go on, huh?
No, I mean, you kind of just gotta look at it and figure it out.
Or you could comb through the comments.
Well, I did, dog. See that? No comments yet.
Yeah, that's right.
Or this other, no descriptions, nothing.
No
Why do I hear
no
myself?
comments? I don't know.
Ben, do you hear me twice?
Yes, and I also wonder why I hear you at all.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so this is the Weeb station, which is the first one. And then my second station, if I copy, okay, is synthwave themed.
Hello.
Hey,
Hola.
howdy.
How do?
I'm good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
Special.
How was game night, babes?
We didn't game at all. We just hung out. Because Steele and Jason weren't there, so it was Sterling, Steve, and Tiffany and I. So I had Kitty on my lap. She just kind of oozed from one side to the other.
Yeah,
was
cats do
good.
that.
It did.
Cats oozing doesn't sound healthy.
Well, they are liquid,
Sometimes
so.
they do. Sometimes they ooze.
Mm.
You learn
Yeah.
something new every day.
Yep.
This is Solange and Ben's girlfriend from Canada.
Yeah, see? She's real.
Who are you talking to, Ian?
You?
Nate,
Oh, I'm
the
talking
guy
to my
behind
friend
him.
Nate.
Oh, okay.
What guy?
Yeah,
He's in his head.
we don't believe Nate's real because we never see his face on the show. He's always hiding.
Yeah, he's paranoid.
I'm Facebook friends with his ass, and I never see him.
I see his
I
face because his face
wouldn't
was
want
his
to
Facebook
see
profile.
anybody's ass on Facebook. Well, some people's ass I'd want to see on Facebook, but not most people's.
I followed a
Would you
dude on
rather see their
Instagram. And he
ass
had a
on
picture
Facebook
of
or their
himself
face on
pissing.
Assbook?
Eh,
So anyway,
Are you
I guess-
coming to steal Ben away?
I am.
Do the hero carry and carry him off?
Are
I can do
you?
it.
What's the ransom demands?
The what?
There is no.
there
Well,
is no
you're
ransom.
taking him away, right?
Yeah.
You gotta. What are the demands?
What
Hey,
my
take it.
demands?
Taking me away to a better
Yeah.
place.
She wants
because
$1 million. Boy,
Oh,
that's a lot of
too
money.
much. Take him
But
away.
I'll do what I can do to come up with it.
$1 million, you could have his ass.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Give
what
him
I'm
$1 million to take.
Hmm.
Oh, hey! I heard a new joke I told today and it killed. You guys want to hear it?
No.
Sure.
So
What?
Watson and Sherlock Holmes are camping, and Sherlock Holmes says, "Watson," they're looking up at the stars. He says, "What can you deduce from looking at those stars up there?" And Watson says, "Well, from seeing all these stars in the sky, I can deduce that there are millions of stars, which means there are also millions of planets, which means there's possibly a planet similar to this one with life on it." And Holmes says, "Well, that's very astute, Watson, but you also have missed the very basic. What's that? Someone stole our fucking tent." Because they're looking up at the stars. They had a tent.
So anyway,
Okay.
tonight's date night. I'm going to go
Good night,
hang out with my
boys.
girlfriend.
Well, why?
You guys
Why
have,
now?
have yourselves a fun weekend.
Because I'm a lot more fun than you guys are.
Why now?
I love my
Why?
girlfriend so much.
I hope we'll get by.
You'll do it with a little help from your friends.
See, I thought he
Or
was
your
going
right
to start
hand.
singing "I Will
Either
Survive." I will survive.
I get
Yep.
by with a little help from my friends.
Get high with a little help from your friends. No.
Nah.
Wanna try? Which version are we talking? The Ringo Starr version? Or are we talking the?
What would you do if I sang out of tune?
Would you stand up and throw a tomato at me?
And I said, I'm not singing that.
Anyway, so you guys have yourselves a good weekend. Have fun with the station talk. and
Station.
and I'm gonna go enjoy date night with my girlfriend.
Aww. Is she your girlfriend, Ben? Aww. That's so sweet, Megan. Aww.
Aw.
Yeah, Frank. When's your wife gonna come join the show and carry you away?
She's got better
She's
shit
like,
doing
you
that.
nerds go talk about whatever. I'm out.
Peace.
I'll go pet my dogs.
Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun.
That's what they're calling it now?
She has 2 dogs. She had
Yeah.
3, but one of them.
Shh.
Yeah.
No longer with us.
Are you guys thinking about getting any new doggos?
We're
That's,
not thinking about, but we don't. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, you
Too
guys
soon,
feed
bro.
all the stray cats in the neighborhood.
We
so-
got one that's a diabetic and blind right now, so it's
Oh, which one's blind?
Amelia.
Really?
Yes.
When that happened?
I don't know. I didn't ask her.
Well, I didn't know she was blind.
She hasn't always been.
Yeah, you never told me.
Well,
Say,
she,
hey, my
she
dog.
is.
It would have been nice if you said, "Hey, my dog's blind."
Well, I mean, how's that going to come up in conversation, man?
I don't know. They live in your house. You figure you talk about them at some point.
Yeah.
So anyway, you guys have a nice night, nice weekend.
All right.
And I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for having me on.
Okay, sure.
All right. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Yeah,
Good
thanks
night.
for coming in. By the way, she's today, or you missed it, Frank. Earlier, she said, I'm gonna check that. Ooh, out,
What's all that about?
ooh, gotta get out.
Excuse me. Woo. I don't mean to burp on the microphone. I really don't. It just,
Was it smelly,
I don't know.
or did it taste gross?
No, it's just soda and a little bit of beans. Woo. Woo. Anyway, that's enough of that. That's disgusting.
So
Yeah, dog.
did we choose Don't
I
worry
haven't,
yet?
I haven't showed all 3 of them yet.
Oh, okay.
We started this, and then she came in to hero carry Ben away. So the next one is a synthwave theme station, which means fucking vaporwave bullshit. Like, hold on, let me zoom in here. See, they got. I kind of like how they matched the theme. They got the LEDs and their keyboard to match the colors on their monitor, and then their little. They have a little animated seek bar there for their waveform seek bar for their music that moves with the music. So they,
By the way,
go ahead.
Frank, thanks for that joke, by the way. I think that got him out quicker.
I enjoyed that joke, I'll have you know. But
what was it all about?
Right. Also, see the next one.
Okay. Got
This
that.
is-
Got a picture of that in my head now.
This is the one that might be a duplicate post here. So let's just take a look here. Do you remember this one with a Lian Lee case? I feel like we might have done it before. Like, does this look familiar?
Actually, no, that one looks pretty sweet.
Let's see. They match not only their keyboard and their little macro keypad with their wallpaper and their mouse, but they also matched it with the interior lights. Find a good shot of like, I guess their RAM is set to that color, and everything else kind of just bounces off of that. Because I don't see any other. Well, I don't know if there's other blue strips in here because it's a slightly different shade. It looks really cool because it included a lot of different angles for you to see the see their water cooling. Plus they got the thermal. Well, they got the thermal take fans with the multi rings on it, so that might be it. But I mean,
did you see the Linus the video on the RGB PSU cord?
No, I saw the Bitwit one. You're talking about where the end of it was RGB, just the part that plugs in.
Well, it was like an extent. It was basically like an extension for the 24 pin thing you plug into the motherboard, and it was. I mean, it looked cool, but like it was kind of lame because it's something that you put over the cables that kind of were translucent or whatever, you know.
Right. They also have something similar that's just the cable combs that are RGB.
Yeah.
If you want kind of the same effect without as being as weak, yeah. Like I saw that going on too. I guess like NZXT sent a sampler out to different reviewers. See, here's the case unlit without the water in the loop. And it's like I said, it's a Lian Lee case, which this empty space is a glass panel. And I'm assuming this is some kind of reflective material. I don't know if it's plastic or what. They just got the plastic sheet on it.
Right.
But I mean, I don't think I could do custom loop. My heart could not stand all those runs. Just, okay, please don't leak. Please don't leak. Oh God, it's fucking leaking.
Yeah, I got to see. I'm really hoping my AIO reaches from, because it's the only place I can mount it is on the front.
Oh, I'm totally ripping off other like builds from like YouTube because I just want to go, okay, did that work? Okay, then I'll fucking do that.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to think about it. I just hook it up and there it is. So
yeah, I'm thinking about they sell I guess for my case I guess you can buy like a tempered glass side panel, so you don't have to buy a new case if I wanted to do tempered glass.
Oh. Boner.
Yeah. What do you think you would do tempered glass?
My plan is to do it next. It depends on. I really want the Meshify Mini, but the Mini only comes with tinted, like lightly tinted or dark tinted tempered glass. If you want, if you want clear glass, you have to get the full size, which is it's only an inch and a half taller, but it's fucking stupid that I would have to do it. Here's one I said I was going to throw in as a ringer because it's not quite as good, but it's so funny I had to throw it in. Because see, they got the Far Cry 3 wallpaper, and then they even matched their lights to it. And
I like it.
I was reading the comments, and this one guy is like, "You have an RGB mouse pad for your keyboard. What is life?" He says, "It was way too small for this. Since I've run, want to do something with it. The angle I have my keyboard also leaves the Razer logo exposed. I thought I was the only one, but since doing it, I've seen at least 2 other pics of setups with an RGB pad under a keyboard and a larger mouse pad for the actual mouse pad. LOL. Probably people who, like me, realized they wanted something bigger after buying one. They make a extended one with RGB, but I mean, like he said, if you already have it, fuck. Even his speakers seem to have RGB. His case could use a little more. He's just got like the 2 fans in the front and the 1 fan in the back.
Yeah,
but
my case is gonna be like wah wah because the radiator is gonna have 3 fans. My graphics card has 3 fans in it, and then there's a fan in the back. It's gonna sound like a jet engine.
And the mouse fucking has RGB. It's nice. So,
yeah, I think I don't think I would ever get a RGB mouse pad. I don't know. What would you think? Would that be too much? Just
too much.
The RGB.
You don't know what we're even talking about, Nate. The extended one, I mean, if it's just along the border, like how this dude's is, then it's not too much, you know. It'd be different if like there was a big cutout with a fucking RGB logo dancing around or something. Because
they do those where it's like has like logos lit up and stuff on it, or
not yet? But just give it fucking time. I mean, I have an article. I have an article for tech stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it because it's just a link for a review. They have RGB SSDs. So if you have a case with Windows, you can get hard drives that'll fucking glow in the fucking dark. So even though I enjoy this setup, I mean, I was afraid this one had already been brought up, so I didn't want to.
Well, if you prefer it over one of the other ones, we can include it. But if it's really not high on your favorites, there.
Well, this is from 3 months ago, and I enjoy it, but I feel like I've already used it somewhere.
Well, I haven't seen it. I like it. That one would be my favorite.
Okay, so
the all blue one, not the one not your ringer one.
No, the one with the water cooling.
Yeah.
The ringer one's aight, but compared to the rest, it's somewhat lacking.
Now, are you gonna get an AIO soon? Because you said there's no way you're doing a custom loop.
Excuse me. Damn. Okay. No, when my next build will probably just have I plan on getting an Intermax. Depends on what size case. If I get a full size Meshify case, I can fit a 360 rad. But if I just get like a Mini C or a Meshify Mini, then biggest I can go is 280.
Yeah, that's what that is a 360. It's 3 120s, I guess.
I mean, my current computer is only on air, and that's good because I plan on making it a server, which means I'd have to leave it on all the time anyway. I wouldn't feel bad about leaving this thing on.
Yeah.
So, I personally, I think this one's probably the most badass out of the ones I have. Although it's simple, I enjoy the Weave Station. And then this one, I don't feel there's enough to it. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I like. Well, like I mean, the speakers. I think those are edifiers. I'm not quite sure because I think they have volume controls on the side of the speakers. So I think they're actual monitors, but I can't fucking tell. I mean, it's cool. But like,
You haven't been having monitors on your brain a whole lot lately. I noticed.
you got to have the monitors, dog. So if I were
it's
to,
all about the GPUs now.
well, what do you use to power the monitors,
Horizons.
dog? You can't have a car without an engine.
Well, no, I mean the monitor speakers.
Oh, well, I don't have
Yeah,
fucking
I've been
room.
talking about. Yeah.
I told you it has to make an equilateral triangle. Otherwise, it's just I can put them on my desk, but it wouldn't fit. They'd be like over to the edge, and it wouldn't be right. I literally have one just going into each ear.
You wouldn't get any speaker stands, or you don't have room for those either.
I don't have. Okay, I have drawers on the edge of my desk. I won't be able to open my drawers with speaker stands.
Yeah. Wall.
Yeah, and my walls are too far apart to. If I mounted one on the left wall, the right wall is like 10 feet away from the edge of my desk, so that wouldn't work.
Saying I'm like a disco ball.
Yeah, or I could just use the 49-inch TV I'm using as a monitor and play sound out of it.
Right. Well, you said you use the headphones mostly, anyways.
Well, yeah, for the for gaming and like this.
The time that you are on it when you do game.
Right. Well, I mean, when I game, it's weekends, late at night. I don't want to make too much noise. I can, plus you could hear dialogue and stuff. I mean, you could hear it, but especially like since it's hot and I can't get the air conditioning going in here, I have fans going, and it's kind of hard to hear the TV over the fans without turning it up.
Have you ever pissed your wife off from making too much noise?
Not from another room, no. But if I had a TV show I was watching, and I had to turn it up so I could hear the dialogue, and she was trying to sleep. But I didn't realize. See, the Roku has in the remote control, you can plug in headphones and listen. It like makes a sound come out of the headphones instead of your TV. So that's cool, but the volume button was broken, so I could only turn it down. I couldn't turn it up. So I had to have it come through the TV. So I had to have it loud to even fucking understand, because like they had the music and everything mixed too loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway.
So you're going. Are we going the same thing? I'm going the 3, 1, and then 2.
That's the way I'm seeing it. I mean, don't get me wrong. This one, if the other two didn't exist, I'd be like, damn, that's nice. But even this one that didn't get a whole lot of upvotes, which I don't understand, because it's nice. It's a curved monitor. It's dark. It's a nice dark setup, dark desk. Microphone's out of the way. Looks professional. It's got his accessories match, because he's got a black and white case. His mic stand's white. His desk is black. I mean, he's
all murdered up.
Yeah, no, not all murder. There's got you got the white in there. If it was completely murdered, it'd be black.
It's all watermeloned out.
That's racist. So, but yeah, so number one for us got 90 upvotes, and yours got 400 for this thing.
Yeah,
I don't fucking get it. People on the internet, I don't understand.
I don't get it either. Maybe the wall did it. The designs on the wall or whatever.
I mean, they're just vinyl decals, probably.
What about your ringer? Did you like that bet? If you had the ringer in there, would that have been your second, or would it have still been the weeb?
Well, yeah, I would have liked the weeb better, because there's a wide, monitor. This one, it's everything's kind of cramped. You can't really tell. You don't get a sense of space by this one. The weeb one at least was like felt airy and open a little bit. Like, I can kind of stretch out here.
Yeah, I think I do like yours better than mine. Since the internet liked mine better, what's their name? Did you still have that open?
No, but hold on.
Like you give a shout out.
Okay, hold on, dog. Let me
You
see
could
if
close.
it's
You could close your basic bitch one out.
no, not the Pussy Destroyer. It was the This is why we only do 3. Because hold on, it's not that one. It's this. It's like how many times it takes to put a USB stick in.
Yeah, that one.
It only goes. No, that one didn't win. This one.
Well, it's kind of like how I have a card reader in my computer, and sometimes you have to guess on which removable disc you have to click on.
Like only goes in 2 different ways, and you got to put it in 3 times.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's confusing too. But like, just like doing that because it'll usually just say removable disc, and the other ones will say please insert disc in the drive or something, unless if you click on the right one, because it's my card reader shows up as like 4 removable discs on my computer.
All right, I'm trying to check the chat right now.
Are you checking our chat now?
What other chat would I be talking about?
What was the username on here? I thought that's what you were checking on. What did you say his name?
Nope, no Hitler in there.
Yeah.
No Adolf Hitler. So yeah, the username for is Kishan's Undar or Sundar. I don't know. Let me go to their
Murdered
page.
out his name.
Well, where the hell is it? Oh, here it is. KISHANSUNDAR. And that's all the time we have. Good night, everybody. Okay.
I know, right?
So is it time for some news, guys?
Yes, please.
The news with Ian and Nate Dogg and a fart.
And Frank Spurt.
All right, let me go to your your links here. See, my black theme makes everything blue, so I can't tell what's a link and what's just fucking text.
Yeah.
Check it out. I have this set up to only take up half of my monitor. Is everything all scrooshed?
Nah,
Nah, dog.
I mean, not really.
Okay, good. I think I have this article, but NYT sues FCC, says it hid evidence of Russia meddling in net neutrality repeal.
Okay, so what's this all about, Frank? You're the FCC guy.
This is your article, motherfucker.
This is a Frank article. I saw it and I was like, he's gonna have that too. So,
right. The New York Times has sued the Federal Communications Commission over the agency's refusal to release records that the Times believes may shed light on Russian interference in the net neutrality repeal proceeding. Yeah, the waters of the whole net neutrality repeal were murky to begin with, and you sprinkle some Russia in there, and it just
oh boy,
the piece de resistance. The Times made a Freedom of Information Act request in June of 2017 for FCC server logs related to the system for accepting public comments of FCC Chairman Ajit Pai's repeal of net neutrality rules. The FCC refused to provide the records, telling the Times that doing so would jeopardize the privacy of commenters and the effectiveness of the agency's IT security practices, and that fulfilling the records request would be overly burdensome. This led to a month-long process in which the Times repeatedly narrowed its public records request in order to overcome the FCC's various objections. But the FCC still refuses to release any of the records requested by the Times. So the newspaper sued the commission yesterday in the U.S. District Court of the Southern District of New York. Because basically, yeah, they keep going, oh, we can't do that. Oh, we can't do that. And they're trying to comply. But this was in June of 2017. And these were commenters. You can't comment unless you give some kind of identifier. They're not asking for your IP address or your home phone number. They're just asking for a record of what the fuck everything was. And I mean, they go, oh, we can't prove that there were people. First they said they were hacked. Then they said that, no, that was bullshit. Now they say, oh, they can't do it because it ruins our freedom. Quit the bullshit and just tell us, are these real people or are these made up people? They said that, illegal immigrants voted in the election. They got all the people believing that. But apparently all these people want net neutrality repealed. All the people that I heard that said, oh, quit crying about it, don't even fucking know what it is. They flat out said, I don't understand what it is, and my life's not any different without it. You don't get rid of things because you don't know what they are.
People that don't care about it obviously don't care about money then.
Yeah, I mean,
they
don't understand that they're getting screwed. They're voting against their own best interests. And when you start to try to explain it to people, people get mad. Well, look at you all high and mighty and feeling so smart.
I got to let my girlfriend.
Hold on for a second. What did you say, Nate?
I got to let my girlfriend.
You got to let her in?
Yeah. I'll be back up.
Okay, let me know. Do you want me to let you go when she gets back in?
I'll talk to her. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah, just text me what's going on, okay? Anyways, I'm sorry, Frank.
Hi, how's it going? So, yeah, it's only a matter of time until this whole House of Cards crumbles, because I have a feeling not only was Pi put in as a plant, but it'd be the fall guy. Because he just, no, we can't do that. And then
I
hope he takes the blame for the shady practices of somebody and gets fucking just. Let's move on. Quit talking about the FCC here before I get pissed off. Oh wait, your next story is about the FCC. I know, I said that on purpose. FCC angers cities and towns with $2 billion giveaway to wireless carriers. But yeah, he doesn't care about goddamn Verizon getting any money. Cities will get less revenue and carriers won't face any new requirements. What? The Federal Communications Commission's plan for spurring 5G wireless deployment will prevent city and town governments from charging carriers about $2 billion worth of fees. The FCC proposal to be voted on at its meeting on September 26 limits the amount that local governments may charge carriers for placing 5G equipment, such as small cells on poles, traffic lights, and other government property and public rights of way. The proposal, which is supported by FCC's Republican majority, would also force cities and towns to act on carrier applications within 60 or 90 days. See, they make them act and do shit within a certain time, but when they do all that, they drag their feet and say, well, no, you have to file it within 30 days. We filed it all within the time allotted. Well, no, we got to drag our feet now.
I love it. Yeah, they could drag their feet, but like when you're just like trying to get something from the government, they're like, no, it's gotta be such and such a date,
Right. Stupid. So rural governments also cry foul. Localities, both large and small, object. I hear myself again.
I didn't change anything, so I don't know what's going on. It's gotta be Google.
A group representing 35 rural California counties told the FCC that its proposed recurring fee structure is an unreasonable overreach that will harm local policy innovation. Yeah. I mean, they're trying to give these businesses a cut and, discount when really they're not. Multi-billion-dollar companies don't have any problem making fucking money. But the local governments and cities, they need fucking money.
Yeah.
So before
This
you
is like a giant circle jerk, man.
yes, before you hop on to your next story, which I'm sorry, I don't think is related to this. Nope. I have I think a FCC story that you didn't hear. Oh, here we go. Let me throw this up in a separate
Is there
tab.
some more good news?
Sure. Ajit Pai calls California's net neutrality rules illegal. CAA enforcing neutrality because Pai abdicated his responsibility, Senator says. California's attempt to enforce net neutrality rules is illegal and poses a risk to the rest of the country, FCC Chairman Ajit Pai said in a speech on Friday. Pai's remarks drew an immediate rebuke from California Senator Scott Wiener, yeah, I know, who authored the net neutrality bill that passed California's legislature and now awaits the signature of Governor Jerry Brown. California's net neutrality rules are necessary and legal because Chairman Pai abdicated his responsibility to ensure an open internet, Wiener said in a press release. Now, that should be Wiener, right? Not Weiner. I don't want to be...
No, it's Wiener.
Okay. Unlike Pai's FCC, California isn't run by the big telecom and cable companies. Ooh, that's a swing and a hit. Pai can take whatever pot shots at California he wants. The reality is that California is the world's innovation capital, and unlike the crony capitalism promoted by the Trump administration, California understands exactly what it takes to foster an open innovation economy with a level playing field. And once again, I'm all for equality and honesty in news and not partisanship. Totally. The thing is, though, Pai was appointed he was appointed to chairman by Trump. He wasn't voted in, and he's doing exactly what the president wants. So say what you want. If you have a different opinion on it or some facts that would back this up, I would love to come on the show and discuss it. But I'm not trying to shit on anybody's candidates. I'm just showing these horrible, horrible facts that keep coming up in my news. Yeah, I'm not going to read his quote because I can't stand to look at him, to let alone hear his words.
Illegal? How is Pai not even arrested yet? That's what I want to
Not yet. It takes a while. Pai said nothing when Verizon throttled firefighters. If that was a story I had recently when the California fires were going on and Verizon throttled the shit out of them, and they said, no, we didn't. And he said, no, they didn't. So
just sit down and shut up.
And I can't remember, was this the article you had? Because like I said, they don't show up if I already clicked it. Judge, FCC can't hide records that may explain net neutrality comment fraud. But I think this goes in detail about how New York Times sued. Because they say journalists. Okay. They don't say. I don't think it says what actual paper, but journalists seek identities of bulk comment supply or submitters gets partial court win. So might be another email address and Cooper. Oh yeah, the FCC may or may not still have files. Bray is the same former FCC official who falsely claimed that the comment system was hit by multiple DDoS attacks. So this is stuff to read. I'm trying. Let me just try and change topics here because I'm going to get so mad. I can't even think straight. It's all blending together. Oh, give me some happy news, Ian.
It's just like you could tell that they're just trying to push an agenda. It's not even like it's like they're trying to do something good. They're just trying to push an agenda, I guess, you know.
What was it I had said that they basically were breaking a lamp and sticking it under the rug and then going, "What lamp?"
Yeah.
So,
but no, not much more positive news after this. I'm sorry.
Newegg cracked in breach, hosted card stealing code within its own checkout.
Yeah. Now this one actually kind of scared me because I did get this stuff from Newegg today. So I have to see. I think I ordered on the 18th, and this article mentions that this thing that happened, it was shut down on the 18th. So hopefully I got lucky with that. But
watch your statements, dog.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing.
Go through that shit with a fine-tooth comb. But
anyways, you can read the couple of paragraphs on this if you want.
Okay. jQuery, parentheses.
No, not that one.
Why? That's a paragraph? No. Basically, I had read little reviews. Basically, they got into the code of the site and sent data to a lookalike domain and stole all kind of credit card info from people. And they said,
so it was a site that looked like it because I already had a bookmark. So,
well, hold on. Newegg apparently hit by the same payment data stealing attackers that targeted Ticketmaster UK and British Airways. The attackers, referred to by researchers as MageCart, I'm not sure I pronounced that right, managed to inject 15 lines of JavaScript into Newegg's web store checkout that forwarded credit card and other data to a server with a domain name that made it look like part of Newegg's web infrastructure. So basically, when it forwarded shit, you thought you were still in Newegg proper. It appears that all web transactions over the past month were affected by the breach.
Right. But like I said, also it did say it was shut down on the 18th, so
payment data since August 16th to September 18th. And September 18th was just a couple days ago. So they've said basically everyone check. What was there was a tweet about this basically to check your credit statements and pay attention. I mean, that's really the only thing you can do.
Well, it's just like that Equifax thing where like people went on like the fake site or whatever.
I mean, starting on August 16th, code on Newegg's checkout page, specifically checkout step 2.aspx, the ASP.NET based payment page served up by Newegg's shopping cart system, included 15 lines of JavaScript that watched for a click of the payment button and submitted the entire form to the remote server. Whew. Update: a spokesperson defended the company's certificate insurance in this case, telling ours in an emailed statement, Komodo's CA has issued the DV certificate on August 13th, 2018, after following all the industry standards and baseline requirements from the CA/browser forum. So basically,
they're basically just saying we did what we were supposed to.
Right. Well, I mean, really, they're one of the sites that had their shit together. It's like when Amazon gets hit, who else is left? Yeah. And Newegg was right up there. A lot of people buy a lot of shit from Newegg, and I never have. I mean, Newegg has a lot more computer parts than Amazon does, and at more competitive prices. I hate to say that, but you can get more specific things that aren't just somebody reselling a lot of crap. Like when you'll find some of the same stuff on Amazon, but it's an individual seller selling something that he got that he doesn't even know about, and selling it for 3 times the price.
Where did you get most of your parts for your computer?
Well, when I built my last one, either Micro Center or Amazon.
Okay.
Because I bought the case and the cooler from Amazon and the power supply.
Yeah, me too. I did some Amazon and Micro Center too.
Micro Center, I literally just went in there with a shopping cart and my smartphone and said, "How much is this?" Okay, I'd rather buy it here. How much is this? I'd rather just buy it now. Like, only thing I figured I was paying more for was my SSD, and that was more of a tax of just having it instead of having to ship it.
Right.
So,
well, the reason I went on Newegg was I just thought I'd double check some prices because I went onto eBay too, and I was originally going to go with the 2-fan model, which was like, I think it was like $20 cheaper or something like that on Newegg. So I was like, that's cool. And then I was like, damn, this 360 rad is pretty sweet. So I decided to go with that. And, you know, at that and the fans ended up being the same price as Amazon. So, like, I almost wish I would have just gone to Amazon then, because since I decided to go with the more expensive one, I didn't, you know, they were both the same. Wouldn't have saved anything.
Well, like, that's one of the things I like about PC Part Picker. It lists, when you go to a part, it'll say 3 or 4 websites that have it and how much they have it for. Only thing is they don't list Micro Center for whatever reason.
They should let you add some custom sources on there.
I mean, you can go in and manually add stuff, but it'd be easier to just know, like, you know, this updated. And certain stuff, like, if the market is in a high state of flux, it won't give you a price for a while. Like the cooler I was looking at, the version 1 has been out for a while, and initially it had a problem with corrosion because they said the slag on the radiator would break off and get stuck in the pump and it would cause failure.
That's not good.
No, but the second generation, supposedly they fixed it because, I mean, they identified the problem at least. So there's that. So the second version came out, but the problem is they only listed the first version, and if you found the first version, it was on eBay for, originally it was $150. On eBay they were going for $330 because you couldn't find them. And it's like, well, no one wants the first gen. Why the fuck would you pay more for one that you know is going to have you're rolling the dice? The second gen has RGB.
Yeah.
But my problem is it's addressable, so I can't. The motherboard I'm looking at getting has 2 RGB headers, but they're not addressable. So I'd have to. It also comes with an RGB controller, which I would have to use because I couldn't just plug it into the motherboard. But
yeah, I have to look and see. I might have to buy a controller for this, because I was looking in the comments, people are saying it comes with a controller. I haven't seen one. I haven't opened the whole box yet. I took like a fan out to look at it, but I'm not sure if there's a controller thing in it. But it has like these. It has these kinds of plugs on it. I think they're not like the regular RGB kind. They're like.
Is it 4-pin or 3?
No, it's like some kind of like 8-pin something. It's like, I don't know if you could kind of like see that there. It's kind of like the one that's on your motherboard, kind of like the USB kind. Yeah. So I don't know. Hopefully it comes with a controller. If not, I might have to buy one. I know they have different kinds, but it's just something else that I gotta buy. I already spent like $270 on all this shit.
Shit.
So we'll see. Hopefully not. I mean, I have the money for it. It's just I've been dipping into my camera fund. You know, like the money I had put aside for that $800 camera. So
dipping. Money set aside. Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, I do want to. I am going to update my Ryzen build on the PC Part Picker, so that'll be fun to update. Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's get into some happy news here. PayPal bans Alex Jones.
That's. I don't know. Should have put it in the what the fuck section, but I didn't want to make a new section just for one article.
Oh, I have 4 or 5 what the fuck stories, so don't worry. Saying he promoted hate. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Apple and Spotify have banned him. Now PayPal has banned him. PayPal is a payment site. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, this is why I put it on there, and it's like it kind of seemed kind of weird to me, because at this point it seems like all these companies really aren't like they really don't care what he says. They're just like trying to protect their image.
Right.
You
Like,
know?
oh, we can't be affiliated with you, sir.
Because it says we overtook an extensive review of InfoWars sites and found instances of promoted hate or discriminatory intolerance. A spokesperson said or told New York Times journalist Nathaniel Popper. But it says I tried clicking that. I clicked on the thing before. What?
Trying to what?
What the heck?
The thing is, when they try to protect their image, then everyone goes, see, they're going after him. They're making a thing that no, they're not doing. They don't want to be associated with him. And yes, it's ruining his livelihood. That sucks for him.
Well, I was trying to look at what they were saying.
We undertook an extensive review of the InfoWars sites and found instances that promoted hate or discriminatory intolerance. A PayPal spokesperson told New York Times journalist Nathaniel Popper. Oh boy.
Oh, okay. No, here I clicked on the New York Times link. It says PayPal informed InfoWars of his decision in an email on Thursday, reportedly stating that the company had completed a review of InfoWars content and concluded that it promoted hate and discriminatory intolerance against certain communities and religions, which violates PayPal's accessible or acceptable use policy, quote unquote, which I'm not really sure what that really means, but it's like, I mean, it's definitely got to be an image thing because it's like, I don't remember reading anything about, hey, if you want to use PayPal, you can't have these websites of your own personal websites, you know?
Right.
Like if I'm on I kind of think even if you are even like some crazy neo-Nazi, like what does that have to do with PayPal?
Yeah, what with them not being able to, we can't support you, so we can't take your money anymore. That's like a bank not taking you. Banks don't give a fuck.
And unfortunately for him, it's just going to be getting worse and worse because if PayPal is doing this, everybody's just going to jump on the bandwagon.
Right. It's either going to be, you're going to have both sides of it. You're going to have people saying, that's right, don't support that hate monger, or people that support him and give him all this crap he doesn't need because they want to help out the good fight. I told you I listened to a lot of NPR lately, and their promotional thing right now, they're doing their little fundraiser they do. And their ad where they're like, please donate, because lately there's been a whole discussion about what actually is news. And when you stand back and look at it, we are unbiased and tell just the truth. And people think that there's a war, and we don't see it as a war. We just see us telling the truth and people trying to support their version of the truth. So give to us.
You can't handle the truth.
For honesty in news. And that's what's going to become. People already, I won't watch them because it's all fake news. No, they just don't agree with what you want. Yeah. I mean, that's all it is. It's
like, I don't really listen to him a whole lot anymore because, I mean, I used to like some of the points that he made, but it's just like he kind of just regurgitates the same thing every day. But I mean, like him talking about you hear it. Yeah, it didn't used to be all this way all the time, but it's like he has like an ad like every 5 minutes or something about some kind of supplement. So it's like whatever, but it's just like, I mean, I don't know. He's definitely becoming way more of a celebrity now. So it's just like, I just give up. I don't even care. It's just, it's just kind of scary for me. It's like, well, like
when he gets up,
like what's going to happen to everybody then if everybody's getting so sensitive about stuff?
Well, when he gets up and has to defend it, it's like he has to explain how wrestling isn't fake when it really is. Yeah. You know, it's like, does he have to be the guy to stand up and tell everyone that Santa Claus doesn't really exist? Because, I mean, he's going to have to do it.
Well, it's just like everybody's definitely getting more sensitive because it's like, I mean, where was everybody like
being against all this stuff when he was, like talking about 9/11 and everything. I mean, sure, people said, well, that's offensive to me, but it's like nobody really, not a whole lot of people went after him,
Mm,
At least I
eh,
don't think a whole lot. He wasn't like banned from places and stuff as much. I don't think.
I mean,
Maybe it's just because we see it more in the spotlight now. I don't know.
well, I mean, he says some horrible, horrible things. Saying, what was it? Obama made the frogs gay, and there's
Yeah.
there's a child sex traffic ring on Mars, or is it the moon? I don't.
I don't even know, man.
I mean, and then they're getting. It's stupid, and you laugh at it, but then you got to remember our president is supporting him and his team.
Yeah, he was on his show.
Yeah, and then the guy who backs the president is basically doing his show. Like, Alex Jones says, "Yeah, I don't have to do the show. Sean Hannity does it for me." Because he's basically phoning in his show, and it's he was supposed to be semi-serious, and it's
right. Well, I'd agree with the one thing that the last paragraph, it says, so far most technology platforms have insisted that these Jones bans are not about fake news, but rather about Jones's hate speech. However, the platforms have not always been very specific about which of Jones's many inflammatory comments have crossed the line with into hate speech.
Mhm.
So I do agree with that. A lot of these things are pretty vague. On like that one article that we did with the, like you can't have any hate speech in like the chats and video games or whatever. And it's like anything could be hate speech,
I mean,
any swear words or anything.
when areas are when everything's gray, it's hard to define stuff.
Yeah.
So okay.
So do we have any other positive news, or did I have it? Because I know I have some gaming ones now. It's mostly tech and gaming.
Well, then that sounds positive. Let's see. Unless it's like Steam got hacked or something horrible. Let's see. Wolfenstein 3 in development confirms Bethesda's Pete Hines. I mean, they've already been saying that like since they announced Wolfenstein. Oh, my phone's getting a message. Hold on. My cushion's slipping off my seat.
Need more cushion for the pushing?
No, I just needed it to stay still. So, yeah, when they announced the next Wolfenstein game, they had to say, well, no, the next one will be back to single player. They're like, so we're going to have another one? Ooh, yeah. I mean, this is cool. I enjoy Wolfenstein. It's a little linear for me, so that's why I haven't dug too many hours into it. But it's beautiful, by the way. Like the trailers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know you don't care about this article too much.
I mean, I do and I don't. I put money into Wolfenstein. I enjoy it. I love.
Frank likes the toy. I got with it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I pay to get that. Terror Billy. It's. I mean, I love the concept. You're killing fucking Nazis. You get guns.
Killing fucking Nazis.
And if you're,
how could you have a problem with that?
Right, and if you're an old school gamer and you enjoy hard games, it's fucking hard. Like,
yeah,
I've had to replay levels because I missed a clue or a piece of info, and I got killed right away. And I like to pride myself and say I don't rage quit, but fucking hell, I got close because you shoot. Like if you get killed, the Nazis come around your body and they talk smack. Ooh, who's the badass now? Ooh, in fucking German and shit. And you're like,
did you hear any of those clips of like kids just like going crazy, like screaming? They sound like a girl or something.
Nah. But I mean, I'm looking forward to any installment of the series because it's not an American company because people are like, oh, fucking American. When they announced the whole when the whole kill Nazis, make Nazis dead again, basically, and they're like, oh, big job for Americans and pushing their anti-globalist agenda, and they're like, they're not an American company, but okay. So, I mean, that's good. Anything with more Billy. The series is good. I've watched Let's Plays of the older games because the story, up to a point, it's canon, and then when you get to make choices, there's actually, you can play different ways depending on which way you want to go, and it's interesting. A lot of people are like, oh, I did both playthroughs so I could see which storyline, and it's entertaining. It's just, if you don't go to A, B, like I've played for about 2 or 3 hours straight, and I didn't get off of the fucking submarine. You're running around in a submarine with them. You have a map, but I don't like closed in quarters like that where you have to go here and then you have to go there and disable this to get. I want to run around and do some shit. So, go and fetch it. Quests aren't always my thing. So,
by the way, was your dark theme broken on that site? Because this was mine here. It was.
Well,
it's all dark. Yours looked like it's broken or something. It has like all that white, kind of like that border thing you're talking about or whatever.
Yeah, when I layer them, it works. I think it's because there's a pattern, see, with the pluses and shit. Yeah. That one time there was an image of a guy in the background, but anyway, I just had one on because I wanted to be able to turn it on and off with one click. But anyway, old school RuneScape dev fired. Oh fuck. Okay. After allegedly stealing billions of gold from players. What? Wow. They announced the developer of old school RuneScape has been fired as a result of gross misuse of moderator privileges. This employee repeatedly used back-end access to the game in order to steal billions of in-game gold from players, and while that money has been returned to players, many are concerned that it indicates an even more substantial security compromise. Wow. What the fuck? I mean, it's good that they policed it and then they came out about it because they could have kept this shit hid.
Oh yeah, there is more bad news in the gaming. Even in the gaming news, bad news is crept its way in.
And you got the old school gaming, and then, hey, by the way, fucking there's bullies that will steal your gold.
Yeah.
And they're the devs. What?
Yeah, so this is basically an ex-employee there.
Right. Or if not ex, soon to be. And I wasn't sure if we had this story here. Steam's first uncensored adult game release restricted in 28. Oh, I didn't have that part. Restricted in 28 countries. Basically, yeah, Steam said, "Fuck it, you want porn? Go ahead."
Yeah, but now it's gone back to restricted because I know we were happy about it going fully uncensored, but they're basically like, "Look, we can't have it totally unrestricted because of other countries." Because each country has different laws and everything. Right. So,
well, the thing was in America, they would put out a game, and Steam would put it out because it was up to a certain amount of dirty, and then their problem was the developer. If you bought it, the developer would email you a code, and that would give you the key to get the X-rated parts of the game. And they said, no, we can't have that. So they made everything but PG, PG-13, whatever. So the funny thing is, like, Japan, this is supposed to be an anime-based game. Actual Japanese porn has blurred out private parts. So, of course, they're not going to actually show hardcore stuff. Other ones have more sensitive things going on with their viewing. I mean, it's to be expected. When you're a global marketplace, you got to know what you're putting out there.
Yeah, you gotta comply if you want to have your market be in that country,
Well, see, and I have a story in my gaming news. I know you're getting towards the end here, but it bounces off of this. So let me throw it up. Motherfucking hands up. Okay. Twitch is now blocked in China. A flurry of downloads as Chinese netizens wanted to cashed the Asian Games esport competition. Twitch is now blocked in China. The major game streaming site is largely no longer accessible, and its app has been removed from Apple's local app store after it saw a noticeable boost in popularity last month, as spotted by Abacus. Twitch confirmed it was blocked in China to The Verge today, but didn't elaborate on details. I mean,
It's just like who's the dictator there?
I don't even know who's in charge of China. I mean,
It's just like I feel like the country should be this way this day. You know, it's kind of like Kim Jong Un. You know, like we're just gonna have it this way now. You know,
well, they for a while like they wanted Google to be a certain way, and Google's like, no, we're not gonna do that. And they said, well, okay, we'll fucking change. We'll adjust.
Yeah,
because they want money.
I want your money. I want China's money.
They got rid of the whole, don't be evil thing. So,
yeah.
I mean, the thing is, though, this just gives rise to the, VPNs, and I mean, people
go to NordVPN.
You could buy this shit to modify an iPhone on the fucking street in China. I think these people know what the fuck they're doing to get around it and not worry about it. So,
yeah,
eventually it'll turn out like when on South Park when they got rid of the internet by accident and Randy went into that place with the internet simulator. It's not the same,
right? I was just like, they probably have like it. Isn't it like they have like 4K, like 140 hertz monitors are like cheap as shit there now. You know, like everybody has it in like every room or something.
I mean, sure.
It's like disposable. Like I always notice like the screens always look good. At least I'm not, like from a lot of the gaming conventions and stuff that I would see on YouTube.
On YouTube, I don't know. I don't really know. China's they're an interesting place. I'll say that. But yeah, so porn and video games doesn't fly.
We
in
still
other
get it
countries.
in the United States, right?
It didn't list us on that list of countries it's banned because I mean America doesn't give a fuck. As long as you can't go to an adult themed, page without it going, this is restricted. You got to say that you're 18 and you tell it your birth date. But then it doesn't give a shit. It's like, okay, you're grown up. It's asking me if I'm 18. If you could click yes, you are.
Right. Now, America's like that song. What makes a man? Is it the woman in his arms? No, it's probably the titties.
Or is it the way he fights every day? That was a great movie. Did you see that movie? Orgasmo?
Yeah, I saw it. I was trying to find it in HD. It was kind of, I think I found a 720 version, but
it's an older film.
Easier. Yeah.
Well, was that when DVD was still 480?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was 97.
Sorry, I gotta turn my filters off real quick because when I was clicking on stuff, the check marks weren't showing up. Okay, back to dock. Oh, I gotta layer it because it's broke. Okay.
Is that like a keyboard shortcut you said?
No, I just go up to the stylus thing and click on the little there's a little tab.
Oh, okay.
When you click on the stylus thing, it comes up with all your open themes and a little tab to check mark which ones you want on. You can layer them, see, it doesn't show up on this one, but one of them, if I turn it off, well, you might not be able to tell. Here, the background is like little squares of gray and black. And then if I do it here, it's all solid black. But on this other window, it makes everything white except for right in the middle, and it drives me nuts. Oh, does that? Well, that doesn't work. Gotta do that. That doesn't work. Anyway, dog. 16 European U.S. gambling regulators teaming up to tackle loot boxes skin gambling. Gambling.
Yeah, I figure Nate would have some opinions about this, but he texted me before. He said his girlfriend was kind of tired, so he was gonna have to be up later.
Hmm.
I guess he was gonna spend some time with his girlfriend before she goes to bed.
Spend some time.
Yeah, that's what it is. Hey.
Oh shit. Cat scratch fever.
I'm sure you've probably tired of hearing that because you've probably heard it a million times by now, huh?
No fucking shit, man.
The nuge, motherfucker. Well, glad you're with us as in alive, Doug.
Yeah.
You're telling me. It's been a wacky fucking couple of weeks, let me tell you.
What, did you get back into the swole routine?
Hopefully tomorrow. I'm not trying to like balls out and then end up fucking myself up hardcore. I'm just trying to, get back to some semblance of normal. I guess is the word to use. So.
Right.
Yeah. From almost checking out to checking out of the hospital before apparently anybody else. Because technically most people in my possession are still in the hospital.
Right.
So you said it was a blood infection, huh?
Yeah.
Is that what's on your arm there? Is that where you got scratched?
Where? What, here?
Yeah, or is that just a bruise?
That's actually a bruise from when they took blood from my bicep vein.
Yeah. Where did you get scratched? The leg?
I got scratched in the leg, apparently, according to the doctor. Because I don't have any specific recollection of said inflammatory issue going down. But apparently it happened, and,
Well, was it like a wildcat? Like, where were you down like an alley or something, or was that your own cats? Or
Dude, I've had cats for 12 years and never had an issue. Never, not fucking once. And then, like, to be told from a doctor, oh, by the way, this is what happened to you. What? What do you mean? Who fucking calls this shit, man? Like,
now, see, but the thing is, it's not really like that the cat's a carrier. It's just like that was a way for the infection to get into your blood, right?
Yeah.
Because, see, people, like, I had friends who have dogs like that fight, because, dogs do that. And if they separate them, they get bit, and I'm like, you need to go to the doctor because you can get infected and fucking die. And they go, no, they'll take my dogs away, or they'll put my dogs to sleep. The dogs aren't fighting you just to be assholes, and they're vicious, and they don't, and the vet, the doctor doesn't give a shit. The doctor wants you to be fucking alive.
Yeah.
But people are stupid.
And that's the thing, is that this particular issue is something that cats carry, period. But it's not something that normally gets into a human's bloodstream, but it can come from just a surface cut. And this isn't like some sort of like, super infection or whatever. It's just one of those things that just fucking happens. 1 in 10 million people, this shit fucking happens to. 1 in 10 million, and I happen to win the fucking prize.
Wow. Well, like,
aren't you lucky?
How many cats do you have? Do you have like a couple, or
we got 3? So
are they like outside cats? Do they get into like God knows what?
I don't know. I mean, they don't really get into much. I mean, they're just your.
Do they stay inside mostly?
Yeah. We don't let them outside at all.
Wow. I mean, well, that's like with the whole flesh-eating bacteria. That could just be from anything, and then once it gets in you, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like they still don't like. There's, what is it, mosquitoes or the littlest thing can carry shit, and you won't know.
Yep.
It's not like you got vials of whatever could have been in your shit in your house. This is my AIDS blood. This is my crack baby blood.
And this is something that, I mean,
Tiger blood.
Essentially, it could have been inside of my body for ages. It could have been a ticking time bomb, and something to just trigger
like
it.
HPV.
I mean, it's just.
Well, I'm saying that's something it's in your system. Like you can have it. Like guys carry that
forever.
Most guys don't actually get outbreaks of it, even though they carry it.
Yeah. But yeah, not only that, but like I was only in the hospital. I was admitted on a Saturday night, and I got out on a Wednesday or Thursday. And like the doctor's like, just to let you know, this doesn't happen. This type of a recovery does not happen, like ever. And just to let you know, I sent your blood work to the Mayo Clinic to have it examined. I'm like, what? The fucking Mayo Clinic? Like,
wow.
Shit, man.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, it still weirds me out to a certain extent of the chances of getting it to the chances of getting out early. Like, everyone's like, you should play the lottery. I kind of feel like I should play the lottery because who fucking calls this? Who fucking calls this?
Wow.
Well,
I mean, fuck, dude. Like, shit.
yeah. Have you had to? What are you drinking on there? Have you had to like be pretty limited with your intake?
Nope.
Of stuff.
Right now, I'm just on a antibiotic. That's it. I went from being in a hospital bed to I had a temperature of 103.9.
Shit.
Which was about that fucking. I think at 105, your brain starts to cook.
Right. Like 4 and 5 causes brain damage and shit.
So, to me, I'm like, holy shit. You know, I mean, I was so massively dehydrated. I was on sepsis alert. I was on kidney failure alert. Because my kidneys were working at such an advanced kick that it was just fucking insane.
Wow.
Should have gotten a Mac cooler for your brain.
It was just like this entire situation has been so fucking weird. You know, so fucking.
Wow.
Like, I am just blown the fuck away. Just by everything that has happened. It's just.
Well, we're glad to still have you with
out?
us.
Was your wife freaking out?
Yeah. I mean, it didn't actually start to hit me what was going on until like the next day.
Like how serious it was?
Yeah.
You were just living it and you're like, holy shit.
Like I was sleeping a lot that night. I mean, they hit me with like, I think it was like 5 or 6 different packages of saline to keep me hydrated. I had 2 IVs in me, one in each arm. One with high-powered antibiotics to keep the sepsis off, and I went through like 5 or 6. I think it was like they said like 5 or 6 bags of saline. It was fucked. It was fucked, dude.
Wow.
And then by like Monday, I was starting to stand up on my own, and by Wednesday, she's like, "We're gonna kick you out." It's just.
Yeah.
It went from 0 to 100 and back down to 0 like that. It was just fucked up.
Wow.
I mean, it was like, like I said, it still kind of boggles the mind. I mean, because like I'm still not.
They don't know what caused the drop that quick.
Yeah. No fucking idea.
Huh. Wow.
Just everything just kind of hit the wall, and then it just skidded to a halt that quickly. It's just.
Or are you going to be getting back? So you're getting back into the grind like tomorrow?
I was back working this past Tuesday. I got cleared this past Monday to go back to work.
Oh, okay.
You're like, hey, everybody, I almost died. But I like my job so much, I'm back.
But did you have to? You got to read back up on the Swally Bible, though.
I'm kind of taking this as a cautionary thing. Like, I feel like I've been doing off stuff and weird stuff for so long, I can go back to square one. So I'm busting out what I call my workout Bible, making the game by Triple H and going back to a very basic, very, very basic routine. So I haven't done that in years. But yeah,
Well, back to basics.
Yeah, it's been weird, man. It's this entire couple of weeks has just been so fucked up.
Yeah, you posted that legit died the other day. Or something like that, didn't you, Frank?
Yeah, on his Facebook.
Yeah.
Got them hospital gains.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I was saying he's like, he's just not getting swollen, he's not getting swollen, he's getting swollen. Unfortunately, you know.
Well, glad you're feeling better, Doug.
Thank you very much.
No shit, man. We're glad to hear back from you, because basically when I remember I texted you, you said that you were basically feeling better, you know?
Yeah. We're just kicking ass, man. Just rolling back and doing what we can. Not trying to push it too heavy, but I feel about 85-90% right now.
Cool.
That's cool.
So,
are you taking any? Are you getting back in any like supplements or anything? You think any of that stuff helps?
Small doses, because like I can't take anything that interferes with my antibiotic. And
Okay.
it's a 4-hour window that I can't take anything, but I have to take my antibiotic with a meal, so I can't have any like standard supplement with my meal, which is weird.
Yeah, you kind of have to reorganize all that stuff, huh?
Yeah. So it's not like I can just, it's just get back to at least eating normal and so on and so forth. Right now, it's just been more of getting my physical capabilities back to where I think they should be, and then going from there. So.
Well, Frank, is there any articles you think Doug would be interested in?
Oh, yeah, I got one for you. I'm glad he came on because I wanted to ask his opinion. Here you go. Hold on.
What?
Sony just announced the $100 PlayStation Classic console.
Fucking garbage. Next.
But that's your boy, Sony.
Sorry, Sony.
Hopping on that hype train from the Nintendo Classic.
There is only one thing that will save this sumbitch. Well, two things, actually. Two things.
What's
Number
that?
one, expandable storage. An SD card slot in the back. And number two, the ability to download fucking games from the PlayStation Store that were on the PS1. There you go. That's the only thing that can save it. Otherwise, it's fucking garbage. It's fucking bullshit. And
there'll be 20 bundled titles in total.
Yeah.
Oh, this motherfucker will be sold out by Christmas. I can guarantee it.
Oh, absolutely. Because fucking suckers, like people fucking suckering for the Nintendo NES and Super NES Classic.
But you know what they're going to come up with next? The Sega Genesis flashback, the OG, the Gen 1. Like, this guy, the original 16-bit. But, yeah, that'll come out after your PlayStation throwback. So,
yeah.
I wanted to get your thoughts on that there. And it seems you don't disappoint there, Doug.
Redundant.
The only other Sony one that I remember was remember that article we did about the Spider-Man game where people were complaining about the puddles?
Yeah.
I mean, it does look like a pretty good game.
Well, considering that it's the fastest selling first party game in PlayStation history.
Yeah. Did you end up picking that up yet?
No. Right now, my focuses are waiting on WWE 2K19.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen what comes
what's
with the special edition?
No, what is it? Is it a belt?
No, it is not a belt. It's even fucking better. Okay.
Oh boy.
Franklin, you need to look up the WWE 2K19 Woo Edition.
Woo!
Yes.
Do it, Frank.
Nah, I ain't doing that.
This you can either pull it up or I can just explain it to you right now.
Go for it.
This is $130. Okay, it's a special edition of the game. What comes with this special edition is a specially boxed edition because it's the Ric Flair edition. It comes with a Funko Pop of Ric Flair, which I really don't care about. I'm not the biggest Funko guy. It comes with a plaque that's authenticized, a certificate of authenticity, with a piece of Ric Flair's robe. It also comes with season pass, all the DLC and shit, but it comes with a replica Hall of Fame ring.
Woo! Interesting. And that's something that you want to. Are you gonna order that? You want that ring, huh?
I want that ring. I've always wanted to have a Hall of Fame ring, and I've never had the money to bid on any of them that have been on auction before. Because there was a point where Paul Bear's was on auction from his sons, and I think Sonny's was on auction at one point, but those went for like hundreds of dollars. I'm like, I'm not paying hundreds of dollars for that. So, but a replica Hall of Fame ring, yeah, I'm totally in.
You want that piece of robe too, don't you?
Well, Ric Flair is only the greatest of all time.
Well, it's just like I wonder what they did for the 2K18. What did they have, like a lock of his hair or something?
2K18 was actually a special edition based on, oh damn, what was it? I can't remember what last year's special edition was for some reason. There was a year where they had an NXT edition that came with a statue of Finn Balor. There was one a couple years ago that came in a coffin with based around the Undertaker. It's fucking nuts. I'm normally not one for special editions, but if you're telling me that it comes with a replica Hall of Fame ring, I'm fucking in.
Woo!
Woo!
That's like that shirt that had the picture of Ric Flair with the gauntlet with all the stones from what the hell, the Infinity Wars.
Mm-hmm.
He's going, woo! That's hilarious.
I'm trying to look it up. I'm not seeing any pictures of the box. And they just have like release dates and stuff.
Oh, it's out there. Trust me.
Hold on, let me put mine on.
Woo edition. Here you go.
There it is. Look at that.
Oh yeah. Drop Frank, you get a peanut.
Let me blow that up. Oh, look at the cover. Whoops. That's not what I was trying to do. Here we go. Damn it. What the hell? What happened?
Damn it, Bobby.
Zoom that camera.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a video. I don't want a video. I want the image.
By the way, Doug, have you been appreciating the dark mode on YouTube now on the mobile?
I don't even fucking notice it. Right now, I'm trying to get into iOS 12.
Woo! Woo! Look at that Funko Pop.
It looks like a South Park.
Yeah.
They all do.
So
where's the price here?
What's the material of the ring? Is that like 24 karat?
Shit, they'll turn you green.
Yeah.
Woo edition.
I wonder what the resale of the ring will be.
It won't be that extreme.
Was it just like plated, or
It's probably
how much is it supposed?
plated.
Well,
But
how much is it supposed to be?
the entire set's 130, so it can't be that. Extreme.
Yeah.
So I have another article for Doug before he gets a chance to sneak out on us that I forgot I had. Fans are trying to remake Half-Life using Unreal Engine 4.
I mean, that's not a horrible way to do it, considering the fact that fucking Valve has given up on doing anything. But I mean, if you can get it using a newer engine, and Valve isn't protesting, fuck it, why not?
Yeah.
But we were on your last story, weren't we, Ian?
Yeah, I think, but I don't know. Did you hear about the Newegg shit getting hacked?
I did not.
Oh, Newegg got hacked.
Yeah.
Huh.
So if you bought some shit from August 16th to September 18th, look at your credit card statements.
Yeah, which I did buy something on the 18th, so I have to see if I'm safe or not.
Shit.
Yeah. But by the way, have you been collecting any of the computer stuff anymore, Doug? Because I'm finally into the water cooling game now. You got this Kraken AIO here.
I don't have
Triple
anything water cooling
fan.
related. Pretty much everything I have is just like your standard pre-constructs, and so it's I haven't got a chance to really get much of anything lately, unfortunately.
Right, you haven't gotten anything for free from your buddy yet?
No, unfortunately not.
Didn't they do an Apple keynote? Like, I heard it wasn't that good or something.
It was very basic. They basically announced the 3 new Apple iPhones and the Series 4 Apple Watch.
Yeah.
And the phones are very, very, very expensive.
Yes. You have the iPhone XR that starts off at $749. Then you have the XS and the XS Max, which are basically the high tier iPhones. And everyone's
are you gonna get the Max?
Ripping fucking balls over this shit.
My wife's coworker said that he got the gold and it was more of a mustard yellow.
Yeah. Nice.
So
he was bumming.
Everyone was fucking tripping fucking balls. Like, I can't believe Apple made a phone that wasn't at least 1080p. And I'm like, number one, it's a fucking phone. You know, like, I've never truly, honestly, like, cared about pixels per inch and all this other dumb shit. Like, does it look good for the screen? That's the only thing I care about. Does it look good? Can I watch crystal clear video? Which 9 times out of 10 is going to be at least 720i. And everyone's like, I can't get 4K video on this new iPhone. It's so horrible. It's like, number one, most of you dumb motherfuckers are paying $500 for a shitbag, knockoff fucking Huawei, Hoobie-Doo, Wibbity-Wop, fucking wannabe iPhone from China.
Weed.
It fucking breaks in 6 months. You're like, oh, I guess gotta go out and buy a new one.
I got a 1440 screen on my phone.
Yeah, me too.
I got a 7 Plus. I don't care what the resolution is. Does it look good? Can I see good quality video?
You're still on a 7 Plus? You're not going to be getting the Max?
My upgrade's not until next year. So.
How often do you upgrade?
Your standard every 2 years. I don't like, as much as I'm an Apple guy. I'm what most people would call a normal Apple guy. I don't trip out about the new releases every year because I know for a fact, as does basically everybody else, that your upgrades every year are going to be incremental unless you skip 2 years. Everyone dumps money, and correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe I could be wrong on this, but the fact that people are dumping an extra $500 every single year into a brand new phone is ludicrous to me.
Ludicrous.
It honestly really is. The fact of the matter is, if you're going to be tripping balls about buying the newest iPhone every single year, you have too little patience and too high standards on a year-to-year basis. We have reached a point in smartphone technology that you don't see the type of upgrades as far as hardware and software goes that you did from the first 3 to 4 years of the iPhone and the BlackBerry. Things are starting to hit a little bit of a wall, and Apple is trying to pump out that little bit more of efficiency as far as your processors go, as far as your battery life goes. You can only do so much in 12 months. And that goes not only for Apple, but for Samsung, LG. It's ridiculous to expect massive jumps in craftsmanship on a year-to-year basis. You know what you're getting on a year-to-year basis with Apple. You're going to get a better power, a better battery life phone, a better working phone, and everyone dropping their fucking pocket about Apple slowing down iPhones. Let me clue some of you people in on this who just don't seem to get the fucking point of the discussion as it pertains to Apple slowing down phones. Your processors are fucking older than the new models, you dumb fucks. How can you not expect a new operating system to run slower on an old phone? Apple does it intentionally. The new operating systems are optimized for the new phones. Like, I would not expect Windows 10 to run perfectly fine on 2 gigs of RAM and a 60 gig hard drive. You know why? Because Windows 10 was just brought out, 2 years ago? Maybe 3? While a 2 gig RAM unit with a 60 gig hard drive is so fucking old in the dark ages that it barely fucking start up, let alone in fucking stall. My iPhone 6 doesn't work too well with the new iPhone operating systems, and it's only 4 years old. Fucking wah. Fucking wah. And I'm sorry to take up your time on this too. I apologize. But everyone's like, Apple shuts down my phone at 20%. It's fucking not fair. They're elongating the life of your phone, you idiots. All people see is the headline and 3 lines of the article, and don't fucking read past that to see exactly why Apple and other companies do what they do. Just like when Samsung recalled those Samsung Galaxy Notes that were exploding, and people didn't want to give back their phones. Are you fucking stupid?
Are
you stupid?
I paid for this phone. I'm gonna keep it, no matter if it blows my leg off in the middle of the night or not.
Well, I'm thinking about getting the Note 9 because it was my birthday, by the way, this week. It was on the 19th.
Yep.
Happy birthday to
Derp, derp.
you.
Derp, 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 derp.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I've heard some pretty good things about the Note 9, I guess. But yeah, I know everybody's looking. They're like, when the fuck is the new Mac Pro gonna come out?
And my thing is, why rush it? Why rush it? Why rush your new Mac Pros? Why rush your new Mac Minis? And why rush? What's the other thing everybody was expecting? That didn't happen. Oh, the new iMacs. Why rush something that's going to be fucking fantastic? And then when Apple does rush something because people ask for it, they bitch because it doesn't work 100% day one, and Apple has to do a couple patches. There's been a couple times where Apple's rushed shit and it doesn't work 100% day one. Everyone wants shit now, and don't want to fucking wait on quality. Fucking wait on the quality. We haven't seen a Mac Mini refresh in so long. Oh my gosh. Well, maybe they're still redesigning it.
Right.
I myself would rather them go back to the older model that was a little bit thicker.
Yeah, well, you didn't like the trash can design, or you really couldn't
no.
change out much on it.
But no, I'm talking about the Mac Mini.
Uh,
People have been bitching that there's not been a new Mac Mini model in, so I think it's like, what, 8 years now? 6 years? Something like that? Some shit like that?
yeah, what
So,
was all that drama with the Linus's video where he was like, like they couldn't fix it for him or something?
Okay.
The iMac Pro,
All right. So here's
like
what
that
happened with
$5,000
Linus,
thing.
and why Linus can sometimes be a fucking idiot. As much as I love watching Linus's channel, and I learn a lot from Linus's channel.
Right.
He bought the Mac Pro new, the iMac Pro new. Did not purchase the Apple Care. Okay? And he broke it. His staff broke it. He took it to the Apple store. He said, my people broke it. I understand. I'm willing to pay for any and all repairs. Now, Apple's entire supply chain operates very, very limited. And that's one thing that's to Apple's detriment a lot of times. They don't have a lot of supply stock to fix certain things. And they fucked up a lot. Like, I think they fucked up either the logic board and the screen, or they fucked some shit up. I'm talking they fucked some shit up.
Fuck shit up.
Now, Linus said, I will just pay out for the repair. To his credit. But Apple's people were like, well, we're not prepared. We don't have the parts to fix this. Which I'm like, apparently they don't. I think that iMac Pro had only been out a couple weeks at that time. Now that's Apple's problem. They need to have more supply stock to fix shit at launch, because you're gonna have shit that happens. Shit's gonna happen, either in transit, in practice, or just random bullshit that happens. I mean, you have to have supply stock. So that's an Apple fuck up, right there. However, Apple's like, okay, well, we can send you to somebody, but the people who are supposed to be able to work on it weren't Apple certified yet. And the people who aren't Apple certified, if they order the parts and they repair it, they can actually be barred for ever becoming Apple certified. Like you're Apple certified in levels. You're certified in certain products that you're allowed to operate and repair, and Apple gives you that certification based on completing your training. But if they were to just repair it and Apple finds out, they lose complete certification. They can never touch another Apple thing again with not being certified. So Linus is all pissed because nobody will touch his shit. But it's his fault that it got broken in the first place. It's people's fault. So I think blame lies on both sides. But Linus fucking pitched a bitch. He's like, it's all fucking teary and they won't fix my Mac, blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, he makes a video on it, and the fucking drones. Fuck Apple.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like he was trying to make a big deal about it with his videos and everything. Like, he didn't have to make all those videos about it.
So, I mean, that's how that shit goes. But, I mean, fault lies on both parties. You can't expect to get support when you don't buy Apple Care. Because if he would have bought Apple Care, he would have been straight to the front of the line. He would have still probably had to pay that amount to do it. But Apple Care sticks you straight to the front of the line for repairs.
So it's not just about the money. It's that they actually will do stuff for you.
Yeah, because you invested in the support that Apple provides for the product. They give you service based on the fact that you paid for Apple Care. Like my Apple Watch, like I was like, you know what? This is probably the most exposed Apple product I have. This doesn't sit in my pocket. This doesn't sit on a table. This is out in the open 24/7. and I don't have a case for it. Like, I think it just fits fine on my wrist. If I were to just go shing and slam it up against a wall and actually crack this or do something fucked up to it, it's going to cost me to get it fixed and or replaced. But I bought AppleCare, so that, number one, bumps me to the front of the line because I invested in AppleCare. And getting it fixed to the point of having something replaced, their supply chain is prepared for someone with AppleCare versus someone who isn't. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
He did not buy AppleCare, and his dumbass was like, oh, let's open up something that's not meant to be opened up. You should have bought AppleCare. At the very least, you would have gotten bumped to the front of the line and then actually had a supply chain in place for you to get it fixed.
Yeah.
You can't complain about the order and the flow of a product when you know about the order and flow of a product beforehand, and you know that supply is going to be limited to that as far as any type of repair goes. You're on your own. Apple doesn't have to even do anything to help you out past saying, I can refer you. You know what I mean? It's just,
I see.
like both parties were stupid. I honestly think whoever helped Linus at the Apple Store didn't realize what was going on or didn't want to actually go through the steps of helping him out. So,
What do you think that's the problem in general with a lot of large corporations, is just the compartmentalization of everything, and the left hand and the right hand?
not really. I mean, it's like any company I've ever dealt with. Like anytime I've ever cracked my screen or broken my phone through Verizon, Verizon has a direct link up to Apple as far as their supply chain goes. And they're like, okay, taken care of. I've never had a bad actual run-in with Apple, and I've had a couple. I've had my my Apple ID side hacked somehow using family sharing. I've had some different other items go on with Apple, and anytime I've ever had a specific problem, it's been resolved. Because number one, if I know that I didn't buy the support for something, it only goes so far. Like, I don't buy AppleCare for my phones because I know I have the insurance with my provider. If I didn't have insurance with my provider every month, I'd buy AppleCare for my phones. If I were to buy a brand new Mac, like the only reason I didn't buy AppleCare for my Mac Mini that I bought straight from Apple is I didn't have the funds. I had just enough to buy my Mac Mini, and that was it. But if I would have had the funds, I would have bought that. It's about knowing what you're getting yourself into and then preparing yourself for that. You know what I mean? People seem to think that companies are supposed to be beholden to them to cover everything that they do, no matter what. And when that expectation isn't met, they freak the fuck out and they're like, well, what am I supposed to do now? Well, you should have started from step one and covered your fucking ass. I can't tell you how many times, and I apologize again, Franklin, for taking so long.
I'm still here.
Franklin's probably sitting there sipping on a beer like, man, these two shut the fuck up. But I've worked in retail, how long? Like almost 10 years, over 10 years now. And like people would come into Walmart asking for tech support because they downloaded a virus and they can't get it to go away. I'm like, I can't help you. You sold this to me. Well, you're stupid enough to click on some random porn link in your email, and now you can't use your PC that you bought 6 months ago.
Well, that's the thing, though. The people kind of generalize and think that the source of where they got the thing is also like the gatekeeper of how to fix it.
Exactly. I can't tell you how many times I've run into a situation where I hear the words, well, you sold it to me. Your company sold this to me. You should support it. Well, I mean, for a company that carries 10,000 items or more, you can't expect that.
Doug's like, well, there's your problem. You got Windows.
I can't tell you how many times I've said that just in the fact of the company that I work for using Windows for the registers. But again, I think in that particular situation between Linus and Apple, that's a two-way street. You know,
All right.
Apple could have done a little bit more to try and actually fix it because he offered to pay for the full price amount of the repair, but Linus should have been intelligent enough to buy Apple Care to begin with.
Oh, I mean that's a fair opinion, but I'd like to segue, and I'm sure Frank would also. I'm not sure what article you want to do next, Frank, but I was going to give Doug's take on the RTX stuff. I saw you had some articles on it, so
Hold on. Scrolling down.
while he's looking for that, did you have any opinions on the RTX stuff about how they're pushing all this ray tracing stuff with the cards? And
Well, they're not actually pushing ray tracing. They're pushing RTX because not everything ray tracing isn't even out, and the RTX features of DSS are barely even out. So,
People are pretty
yeah.
pissed off about this. Like, I haven't gotten a chance to really get in depth with it because I've been in hospital and just.
Well, it's basically they're flipping the what you're supposed to rate a graphics card on. They're like, oh, here's how you actually have to rate it now, and they're like, no, we have our own standards. Your imaginary bullshit standards that don't apply don't fucking count. Because the standard of teraflops and boost clocks and all that, that doesn't even matter now. Now it's ray. It's some other bullshit that doesn't matter. It's like, oh no, now your car is a plane. So instead of measuring it in miles per gallon, it's air miles per gallon, which is different.
yeah,
No, just fucking tell me what it does.
or it's like, instead of gigahertz, it's ray hertz. You know?
Yeah. Ray Romano? No, basically, I think the one YouTube video thumbnail I saw summed it up pretty well. The 1080 Ti lives on as the 2080. Because not only are the benchmarks for the 2080 parallel to the current results for some of the 1080 Ti, they actually sometimes the 1080 Ti is better. The thing is that a lot of guys will argue, well, we've reached about where drivers will mature for the 10 series. Bullshit. So they say they're trying to push it because I'm imagining they're not being completely transparent and they're getting some kickback from NVIDIA because you can't honestly say you know what's going to happen and you know how the drivers are going to be handled.
Well, it's like I said, they're pushing ray tracing because like they've been working on ray tracing technology for like 10 years or something. So they did like pretty much what was a whole like glorified tech demo or something for hours.
Yeah, they explained.
So
they had to come out and say, here's what ray tracing is. Here's why it's so great. You should buy these cards. Oh, by the way, here's how much they cost. Okay.
But it has what you need.
Right. It's got electrolytes and shit. It's got what plants crave. And the thing is, they've totally changed how they brand it and how they package it and how they're selling it. It used to be you'd have like the 1080, then a couple months later you'd have the 1080 Ti, and you'd have the Titan. But basically they eliminated the Titan at the moment. They didn't release the Titan at the same time as the 1080. The 1080 Ti and the 2080 Ti and the 2080 came out at the same time, which doesn't happen. And basically, price per performance, they changed the 2080 Ti is supposed to be equivalent to a Titan, which right now it's better than the Titan V, but it's also more expensive. It's $1,200.
Yeah.
And when they said, starting at is not what the actual prices are reflecting on launch. We're not sure what prices are going to be during the holiday season. Pre-orders have been pushed, but even pre-orders have been pushed back. So you're supposed to have had your card on the 19th or 20th. They say actually you're not going to get it for another week, even if you pre-ordered.
Well, what was the confusion when they were telling people it was going to be 1,000?
Well,
others were cheaper too.
Well, they were saying their lineup. They said starting at, and they showed prices. The thing was, They meant the aftermarket AIB partner boards, which are the normally the triple fan cards and all that, whereas the Founders Edition cards now, it used to be the Founders Edition was reference, and then people assumed, oh, well, the Founders Edition has to mean overclocked and better, right? And now it actually does. It's overclocked and it's got two, fans, and it's more expensive. And the AIB cards are supposed to be cheaper, but the thing is, apparently the AIB partners got a little screwed and had to pay cost to get the GPUs from NVIDIA, so they're not even able to sell them at the MSRP and make a profit. So pricing is kind of confusing right now in what to actually expect. The pre-orders of a lot of shit sold out, but that's just fanboys and scalpers. And
yeah.
I mean, like I said, when the Fallout 76 launched and they said that tonight you can buy the collector's edition, it was sold out within minutes because it was a $200 game and people were selling it for $300. Well, that's the same thing here. They bought the $1,200 cards and they're on eBay right now. You can go and buy guaranteed pre-order for what they paid $1,200 for. They're trying to charge you $2,000 for. So, I mean, it's basically they're just really going to move a lot of their 10 series card stock is what it is, which there is a backlog of it because apparently they banked on either an OEM selling them really, well and not doing as well as they anticipated, or they banked on the cryptocurrency market. There's a flood of 10 series cards now that gamers are going to buy up because if a 1080 Ti is just as good as a 2080, why buy a 2080?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know it was a mixed bag. What from the consensus that I saw, it was the 2080 Ti was the best performing, and then basically the 1080 Ti, right? Then the 2080.
Well, it depends on because a lot of guys were very in depth about it. Gamers Nexus actually did two separate videos, one for the 2080 and one for the 2080 Ti. But they said that they had the same conclusion that basically Jay and everybody had was it's not really there yet. If you have to have the bleeding edge, sure. But unless you're a developer, they can't really recommend it currently, especially at the price points. Some of them even did follow-up videos where they're like, here's the price versus your frames for that price, and the 2080 and the 2080 Ti are at the bottom of what the hell,
Yeah, people are saying it's not worth it, right?
Not right now. We don't know if the price is going to eventually go down because pricing for everything is stupid. Remember when the iPhone went down by $200 and they gave everyone who bought them on launch day a $200 iTunes gift card?
Yeah.
So early adopters always pay a certain tax, whether they want to admit it or not.
Do you think it'll be decent by the time? Because they're supposed to, I guess they're going to come out with a 2050 and 2060, like the budget.
Well,
ones.
see, that might still be GTX architecture and not RTX.
Oh, really?
Yes. I don't know if that's to burn up some of the old 10 series chips that they have a backlog of, or if it's just because the lower budget ones aren't going to have ray tracing. So basically they're going to be just GTX cards. So I don't know. That's rumor. That's even held back supposedly till 2019. So it looks like for the holiday season, we'll be only having the 2080 and the 2080 Ti to compete with the 10 series that's already been doing very well.
Well, this, I know. I think it was Jay was saying could be a good opportunity for AMD to come in.
A lot of people want to argue with me when I'm like, well, what's to keep them from coming out with something? And everyone's like, oh, it won't happen. It'll never happen. They didn't bank on Threadripper. They didn't bank on Ryzen coming in and upsetting everything. I mean, they can rewrite everything because they're getting complacent. And that's what happened with Intel. And Intel, has got complacent and isn't moving forward with their production process. And they're allowing competition to sneak in. And that's good for consumers.
Right.
But
Another thing with
competition
the
breeds innovation, though.
What now?
Competition breeds innovation. Intel's holding out.
Okay, that air conditioner unit is not that innovative, but okay.
Well, the problem with the RTX, the ray tracing though, is it was like you can't have too much of it, or if it slows down, like
It bogs down performance, and it's not the only games that they demoed that have it. Either like Battlefield had to limit it to increase performance, and Tomb Raider is going to have a patch to implement it. It's being released without it at the moment. So your main selling point feature of your cards isn't yet implemented in the games that you have partnered with the developers of the games to make sure that your cards will work. Well, a 1080 will work just as well because it doesn't do any. Well, a 1080 will do ray tracing, but nowhere near what a 2080 will do. But the 2080 doesn't have to do ray tracing either because it's not in fucking games yet.
Nate's back, by the way.
Yay!
Ray tracing is like a very important aspect in all games.
Get on the mic if you're gonna get on the mic, motherfucker.
Ray tracing is like Nate. He's not needed, but he's here.
Actually, ray tracing is actually very important in the game program.
I can't hear him. I don't hear him. His
Oh, I'm
opinion
sorry.
doesn't
I'm
matter.
sorry. I had his
If
mic
we don't
muted
hear
when
you,
he
you
was
don't
on.
fucking matter.
Cut his mic.
Okay. No, Nate. Ray tracing isn't. We're talking about the new NVIDIA RTX cards.
Yeah.
They have ray tracing. They have. It makes the games look pretty, but it's very limited into like how much they could have. Like Frank was saying that they had to cut some of it out just for the performance because basically it's that. Isn't that kind of like lying, Frank? Because they're like, oh yeah, this one room looks really good with all the ray tracing and stuff, but once you add more to it, it's not really
The best looking demo they didn't have any actual playability. It was a video of some stormtroopers in an elevator with some shiny chrome. Yes.
Can I point something out here that I hope I'm not the first person to come up with this? You guys have seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, right?
Yeah.
You fucking tracer.
That was actually Chasing Amy.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. You fucking tracer.
I don't want the tracer. I want the guy who draws.
Yeah.
But yeah, another thing too is not a whole lot of games support the ray tracing yet, though.
Yeah, it's not implemented yet.
Like 4K when it first came out.
People don't know that it's not out yet. All they're actually did. Go ahead.
I thought you were talking about the ray tracing. Also, is used in aspect for like radar detection and other things.
We're talking about video games.
Yeah, I'm talking about video games too.
No, this is it has to do with like reflections and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Lighting.
And the puddles that they cut out of Spider-Man. No, Ulrich actually did a really good job explaining how. I think it was him who said that there was a time when USB came out, but there was no USB peripherals, but they're motherboards with USB ports on them that you couldn't use for anything. He doesn't think it's going to be that dead of a thing in the water.
Oh, so you did watch the link I sent you then of his?
No, I watched the review later. I didn't watch it when you sent it to me. I watched it today at lunch.
You eventually did, though.
I mean, dude, I get YouTube. 2080 videos are going to show up in my fucking feed. Doesn't matter if I look them up or not.
Right.
Hey, have you seen this 2080 thing? It costs money. We know you like to spend money.
So basically, if everybody's sticking with the 1080, then
everyone's advising it. Gamers Nexus, if you can stay awake through their review,
no,
they break it down the best and give a great example. But stand up when you watch it because if you're sitting down or laying down, you'll. Because there's numbers, stats. My wife said, hey, can you put on something so I can fall asleep? So I put on Gamers Nexus because I wanted to read their it's all spreadsheets, graphs, and dude reading over it. And it's melodic and it'll put you to sleep. It's very in-depth and it's great. When they went to the EVGA booth, they disassemble cards and shit to, I mean... That's dedication.
This capacitor makes sure that the ray tracing is working.
Yeah, they understand. they understand they're not trying to screw over their customers. They say gamers want this. Here's this. Don't give me bullshit numbers that don't mean anything.
Don't give me
Steve-
bullshit fucking tracers.
Steve won't even say CUDA cores. He goes so and so cores, which they call CUDA cores, and I go, oh, so he even knows the technical name for it. Great. It's great.
So basically, NVIDIA fucked up.
I mean, they try to push this technology on you by being vague, and you can tell who's bankrolled by NVIDIA in the videos because they're even Linus is like, who's this for? Did you see Linus's video?
I didn't see his video. I saw he's like face palming though.
Oh, in the video, he stops and he sits down and he goes, okay. Because they were going to have a dev that was making a game that uses RTX technology come in and explain stuff and show a demo. But then apparently NVIDIA scared him off. So he sat down and he's like, okay, look, this is not out yet. You're buying a card that's overpriced for something that's not out yet. Why? So, yeah, I had my article basically was 2 very expensive graphics cards. I mean, right at the moment, you can get a 2080 for about the cost of a 1080 Ti, but the used ones are going to kill. You know, you can't get a used 2080 right now. And there we go. So,
dude, they're not even out yet.
You can get them off the truck.
It fell off a truck. Anyway, but yeah,
the new 2080, the shit we're talking about is like $1,200 now.
Well,
would you pay $1,200 for a card just to make it a little bit prettier?
How prettier?
Well, for the $1,200 ones are the TIs. The non-TI variant is about $800. Which, if you buy a new 1080 Ti, some places still charge $800. If you go to like Amazon, I think they're still charging $1,000. Let's fact check while we're talking here. Let's learn together.
Nate, he cares more about the playability than the graphics.
Yep.
Don't you?
I still have a GTX 760.
Yeah.
I still have a 380.
I got a GTX 0.
You got integrated HDI.
By the way, for our audience too, to think we're just Apple or AMD fanboys, Doug's the Apple fanboy, but Frank was considering going with the 1080 Ti just because of how good it was.
I mean, I'm still considering.
Yeah,
I don't care about FreeSync anymore because I have a TV that doesn't have FreeSync. And everyone's like, "Well, buy a new TV." No.
Why would you fucking buy a new TV just to have fucking FreeSync? Well,
I won't. But people,
I'm gonna say, like, why would somebody be like, "Well, obviously you have to buy
you have to spend more money."
$1,000 television.
No, I bought this less than $300 4K, and
he wanted to get a 4K TV,
and I did.
Yeah, he did,
and I'm happy. But anyway, so right now you could get the ROG Strix 1080 Ti 11 gigabyte for $809. Now, I think Newegg is the only place you can even see pricing for 2080s right now. So 2080,
put it in your card and we'll tell you what the price is.
I think they show a price, but it's sold out or unavailable. 2080. Where's the sort?
Did you hear that NCIX had a data breach too?
Oh, really? NCIX?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The company that Linus used to work for that just went out of business. Somebody.
I was just going to say.
Data.
So, yeah, that's them.
Where's the damn sort by lowest? Fuck it. I'll scroll through. Oh, featured. Here you go. Lowest prices. That's the only. That's the only problem with dark themes. Certain shit is broke. Anyway, you could buy the Gigabyte 2080 right now. The WindForce OC 8 gig, not 11. The ROG 1080 was 11 gig, but DDR6 you could get for $789. So if you want to go apples to apples, see, was it 809 closest? You'll get 808.29 for another gigabyte. What the hell's the difference? What the fuck is the difference? OC.
More gigs.
I don't fucking know.
If the 2080 was a little bit better than the 1080 Ti, it would have been good to go with that because then you would have had the new technology in there.
Well, sometimes it actually, like, the 1080 is better in some games. It's stupid. They showed benchmarks, and like you're actually like sometimes as much as like 4 or 5 frames at 4. It scales really well. When you play at like 1080, it's dog shit. But when you play at like 4K, it's retarded. So anyway,
I don't know. I saw my GTX 760 and it still plays the newest games. So like,
yeah, that's great for you.
it's enough.
Well, I mean,
what resolution are you playing
it
at?
just depends on the settings you have it on, you know.
Oh no, people want. I want 4K Ultra.
Obviously, can't do that. So
well, I'll think that. There you go.
Oh, and what good is it then, Nate?
Fucking weak.
It's $75 and it'll play all the games. So
not all the games.
Yeah.
Can you play Ark on high?
Yeah, I can play Ark
on high.
Yeah, they optimized it.
Bullshit.
Can you run Crisis on high?
No, I can run Crisis on low because no.
You can get the loading screen, huh?
I can play anything except for Crisis on high.
I didn't say I said I can play anything. I didn't say on what settings mode.
I can play Minecraft on 1 FPS.
No, it can play Skyrim on Ultra. Like,
who the fuck cares about Skyrim?
Nobody cares about Skyrim, obviously. This is
Joe Mama.
Anyway,
the Switch can play Skyrim. Whoop de fucking do.
Oh, speaking of things that can play Skyrim, guys.
Alexa can play Skyrim.
They don't bury my lead.
About Alexa.
No, hold on. I gotta show this to Doug because I'm sure he'll want to see this.
Will this piss Doug off?
He'll love this story here. Hold on. I got thousands of links, dog. Hold on. All right.
Well, let me guess. I already know Elder Scrolls Mobile. And
Nope. Behold, Ubisoft's gloriously ridiculous Assassin's Creed Amazon Echo.
Wow.
Zoom enhance here. Look at this fucking thing. It's a fucking Spartan helmet.
One ring to rule them all. One ring to be
Echo Plus is a limited edition, which will no doubt make fans want the thing that much more. It's dressed up in a Spartan helmet.
Wait, what?
I have to admit, I kind of like it.
Hold on, you didn't see it, Nate? Hold on, I got zoom enhance again. Here you go.
He's not on it. Hold on, there. Can you see it?
Oh, I can see it.
What do you think about that?
It looks nifty.
Yeah,
Holy
he likes it too.
It's Nate.
Shh.
Or
yeah,
is
Nate's
it?
back.
Guess who's back?
Timestamp.
Don't do it.
It's a face reveal.
He did a face reveal.
Don't you dare.
Nate is how too basic.
Does it say how much? I'm trying to find the price. Hold on.
That'd be funny if they could like project like blocky pixels over his face in real life.
Right.
Like a hologram. Basic bitch? What?
I am how too basic.
Limited edition. Doesn't say how much.
$600.
Fuck.
I wish they said the price, but I know Doug wants one.
No, the fuck I don't. I don't even fucking have the HomePod. What the fuck would I want one of them bullshit?
Yeah, I was gonna ask because I was always sticking up for that HomePod thing. What did you like the HomePod, Doug? Because the thing I thought was cool with it is you could put it in like stereo mode with the secondary one.
Okay, so here's my thing about the HomePod, and most of these like personal assistants on your fucking desktop. I don't see the overarching need for it in the house. You know what I mean? I mean, is it really that fucking hard to just walk up plug in your fucking iPhone into a fucking stereo and hit
Yes.
play?
Yes.
What the hell?
Yes.
We are getting insanely fucking lazy.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's exactly it.
And you guys know how long it took me to fucking even get close to a wearable.
Yeah. Did you see they have smart rings now?
I mean, fucking
You
come
get a
on.
smart ring.
You know, like maybe I'd have a HomePod in the future because it'll link up with my iTunes and I can just run my Power Mac G5 because that's my my music server. But I mean, there's just
What the reason I was sticking up for was it was, you know, it was in a different market than the regular, you know, like it was a really good speaker compared to a little shitty Dot or something could put out,
Yeah.
you know.
and that'd be like the only reason I maybe get it. But it's like I just don't consider it necessary. You know, I mean,
I have to admit the little dots, the speaker on that isn't that powerful, you know, because you can only, it's a little speaker. You can't drive that much then, you know.
fucking bitch that thing like chicken tenders, sweet and sour sauce, and it just I there are some facets of the market that confuse me on how it gets so fucking popular to just drop off the face of the fucking earth. I mean, how many people do you know with a fucking Amazon Echo or an Amazon Dot or an
Nate
Apple
has this
HomePod
one.
I got one.
or a Herpy Dirt?
I got
there
one.
You go. There you
My
go.
parents have one.
It's
I know
not
like 6 old
necessary.
people that have them.
It's like I know nobody. I don't know anybody in my area that's like, Alexa, order
My
me.
friend has one. He has a Google Home too.
Well, here's
They
the
sell
question.
those at
Do you guys
Kroger now,
use?
isn't it?
Yeah. Do you guys use it a lot though? I mean, like,
Yeah.
does it really help you on in your daily life?
Yeah. Ask what time it is. Set timers.
What's the weather
That's
going
what
to
I
be
do.
You
like?
have a fucking watch and a fucking smartphone for Alexa. What time is it? 'Cause I'm a fucking lazy bitch.
Well, it's the same as Google. How often do you use Siri?
Turn off my lights at nighttime so I don't have to get up.
That is fucking
You have smart
stupid.
lights?
Alexa, turn off my lights because I'm a lazy bastard. What the fuck? Get
You
up
say
off
that
your
now,
fucking
but
ass.
as soon as you
Fucking
get it, you're like, man, I was turning on and off the lights like a pleb.
I just
What the fuck was my problem?
lazy as fuck. Lazy as fuck. I just
Well, it's just I don't want to have to keep saying it like multiple times just so it's understands you, because a lot of times that shit's like you have to shout at it just so it understands what you're saying, you know.
Alexa, turn off the lights, you drunk bitch. There you go. How about that?
Oh, you want me to order a light for you?
Now ordering
Batman. Anybody out there who has one of those the fucking what's it? I even forgot the name of it. It's been so fucking long. The Xbox Connect, the Xbox Connect, Xbox off. How about that? Fuck you.
It's got those teraflops though.
Yeah.
As Floyd would say. Floyd's
Oh, don't
had
get
Floyd
Floyd
on.
started. Don't get me started.
he's an Xbox fanboy.
Yes, he is.
Who?
Floyd,
Floyd, his friend. We had him on once.
Who's Floyd?
my friend. We
French
had him on
friend.
once.
You have friends? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nate.
They're like people that hang around you when they don't have to, they choose to. It's fucking weird, right?
When was the last time you hung out with Floyd though? You're always only at work with him, aren't you? Has he seen your house yet?
Well,
Are you pinstriping buddies?
No.
I'd probably hang out with Franklin if he lived closer to here, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little far away. Just a titch.
And he drives far to get to work.
Shh, don't tell everybody that. But no, I would buy the 2080.
You think that would be a good option because if it's basically the 1080?
If it's basically, but it has more upgradability, because you figure there's going to be a certain built-in obsolescence from the 10 series. At a certain point, they go, okay, guys, really, go out and buy the new ones. And we're like, no. Microsoft already, they pushed those ads where it's like, oh, don't install Chrome. You already got Edge.
Yeah, what was that, Nate? You were, I had a friend on, and or a friend over, and she had her
Microsoft
kids
Edge.
with her, and her daughter on her.
I love
laptop
Bing.
had Edge on it.
It automatically comes with Edge.
And you're
Wait,
like, I can't believe you got Edge on here.
Who the fuck uses Edge?
Everyone that has a Dell that it automatically comes on and doesn't remove it.
Yep. Don't push me
So you're
because
telling
I'm
me they're not
using
smart
the
enough?
Edge.
So you're
Yeah.
telling me they're not smart enough to fucking download Chrome or fucking Opera?
There are people like that, yes.
Dude, people don't even know what Chrome is, man. They're like, Chrome bumper, what?
As much as I'm not a Google guy, I mean, Chrome is a really good fucking browser. Operating system is fucking dog shit, but
Well, I mean,
not myself. Like, okay, let me tell you a story.
Uh-oh.
oh shit.
Let me tell you a story about a man named Jed.
Poor mountaineer
something.
really kept his family fed, and then one time he went to Walmart to buy a fucking laptop, bought a Chromebook, and then
Oh, you bought a Chromebook? I'm so sorry. My bad.
I swear to you, man, like the first 6 months that those Chromebooks were out, I had to explain to people that they couldn't download
Explain to them.
Windows. They couldn't download Windows. Like no, you're not buying a Windows operating system computer. You're buying a Chromebook. It runs off of a Chrome operating system. Well, how much?
But I want
do I have
Windows.
for storage? Like 32
Yeah.
gigs. That ain't much. That's not
put
what it's
Linux
meant for. I mean, people thinking that they're fucking running Skyrim on these motherfuckers, and it fucking barely runs Minecraft.
Can it run Crysis, though?
Fuck no. Fuck no. The only use that you have on a Chromebook, and this is the
Can it-
honest to God's truth.
Can it show a
Is it-
video of Crysis on there?
Yeah, probably. But
720.
it's like you
Ah.
buy a Chromebook, you swap out the cheap ass hard drive for something at least somewhat more substantial, and you turn it into a fucking Linux book. That's it.
Linux book.
Yeah, nobody pronounces it like that, Ian. Just you.
I
Linux.
literally had to tell people for 6 months
Linux
what a
Tech Tips.
Chromebook was, and have to divert them away because they thought they were going to run every single program under the sun, and the people who did listen were like, "I wish I would have taken your advice on that."
Let me tell you a story about it. Wish I took your
I'll
advice.
tell you what.
I'll tell
Can I
you
still
what.
return this?
No.
Oh yeah, I heard that stuff. I wish I could return that Chromebook. Sorry.
Sorry, dog.
We don't know you, dog.
That's going to be a no for me, dog.
Anyways, what else you got, Frank? You got any gaming stories for Nate?
You shut up. No, for a minute, in tech hardware news, you could buy an 8 gig RX 580 for less than $200 and get 3 free games.
Oh yeah,
Oh
didn't you send me a link for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for that price, you could fucking just throw it in a drawer, and if you end up needing it for some time, you can look.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an MSI card, so there's that. It's only got one fan, so I wouldn't even, be tempted. But I mean, I got a 380 right now. Huh?
You don't think that's a good deal?
I was like, ooh, but then it's a mail-in rebate.
What is it without the mail-in rebate?
200 and something. 200 and something.
You almost got me, Frank. Like,
Got
fuck it,
him.
I'll
They
just get
put
a
that. What you do is you take that card and you put it in your mining rig.
Yeah, mining. Yeah, but by the way, speaking
Mind your
of
business.
got him. Hold on, let me turn
Are
one of
you
these.
fucking kidding? Ah, come on.
GeForce brings the bling with new RGB SSD DDR4 RAM.
Some RGB RAM SSD,
Disco
Nate.
memory.
Wow, 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 wow.
Why would you?
Cause
What about the colorblind people?
They
what
got
about
to
them?
get ripped off with this then.
But yeah, you could get this, and then you can get the gamery looking Nighthawk RAM.
I still want to get those gold, the chrome keycaps.
Well,
Like
see,
darker chrome where it's like a black chrome.
I think it was Paul's Hardware did a build with some of these because he did an all RGB build, and he said, "I'm gonna put some RGB SSDs on here because why the fuck not?"
Cause why the fuck not?
Tell me that doesn't appeal to you there.
It doesn't appeal to
It
me.
did not.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to RGB boy. RGB Bob. Also, Gigabyte has come out with NVMe M.2 SSDs starting at $49.99. What size? Going from 128 gig, 256, and 512. And the one comment was like, "Yeah, I saw somewhere that they didn't give them good reviews." That was the very first comment. But I mean, for an NVMe M.2, that's not bad. Especially if you're
expect it to be way more expensive than just $49.
do what now?
I would expect it to be way more expensive.
Basically, they start at 49 and go up to where was it? Can't remember. It gave a price somewhere. I think it's further down.
It's $9.99.
Right.
$9.95.
30
96.
easy payments. Channel MSRP of 69 and so the 49, 69, and I don't know what the hell the 510s or 512s are going to be, but anything to get competition going because eventually they said NAND memory is going to be hopefully cheaper next year anyway.
Yeah.
And giving competition to make it cheaper. Samsung has been kind of, leading the way with their Pro series, and I want to buy a bunch of drives and run them in RAID, but not for the current prices. And if I can afford it, then I'll get them.
RAID kills productivity dead.
I need to look something up real quick, Frank. Like what? Now you make me really want to get a graphics card since I'm upgrading my computer. It's like, why the hell not?
What graphics card do you have now?
Well, I have a 480, the 8 gig in my Ryzen build, but
what do you want?
What can you get a Vega for now? Either the
RX
56
Vega.
or 64.
Let me just go to 64 just so we know what the top fucking tier is. Depends on which model. You could get what's this one? The Power Color. What model is that? Is that the Red Devil for $499? Same with the gig, $499. The Gigabyte one you can get the one that has the 6 ports. You can get for $499 as well. It's only got 3 eggs though out of 5. You could get the Sapphire Nitro Plus for $569.
569, bro.
Okay. So this is for the 64. If you want to do, what is it, 56?
Yeah, how much RAM is both of those?
Hold on, dog. For $399, you can get the same. Well, that's the Red Dragon. Does it say?
Oh,
Excuse me. Plus, you get free games with the bundle. Sale ends, rebate. Oh, and it's a rebate. So it's $379 after a $20 rebate card.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Specs. Boost clock, core clock. 8 gig of RAM. So an 8 gig with 2 HDMIs and 2 display ports.
Well, it's I know I don't have 1080 money, but just seeing what my options are, you know.
Right.
580 looks like I mean, you would take a 580 if it was like at that price without the rebate or whatever, right?
I mean, for $200, I mean, if you got it and you're not doing nothing with it, $200 is, nice throwaway money. If it's
Right.
burning a hole in your pocket, but not skipping meals. If you want a 580 for $269, you can get this XFX version. Where was one like the Strix? You get this Strix for $314. Sapphire. I mean, this is. Let me go to sort by lowest price, and of course these aren't matching. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that 580C for $219, and then $30 rebate card, so $189. If you can put up with one single fan, you get it for $199. You get a refurbished 4 gig 580, which, 4 really is kind of limiting. You really kind of want to at least get 8.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go from a 480 8 gig to a 584 gig.
Right. Right. Let's see, 4 gig. No. So that's also when you look by price, you got to pay attention because you'll end up with a damn 4 gig if you're not reading at all.
I'm just thinking because that would be nice if I have a Ryzen build. I'll have like a 580 or a Vega or something, and I could put my 480 in my FX build, which would be pretty nice.
Yeah, I gotta watch my money, or else I'm gonna end up with a damn Threadripper machine running a 380.
Right.
That'll be great.
Alrighty, guys, I'm actually gonna go ahead and head out.
You gonna head out?
You gonna head out? Are you gonna get you gonna get swole tomorrow? What's your first? Is it gonna be leg day for your first day?
He's going to school.
Saturday, International Arm Day.
What, Nate?
He's going to school.
No,
What?
he's gonna. I said he's getting swole.
Oh,
He's gonna work out tomorrow. You've heard of the Swoley Bible, right?
I've not.
Because
I
he's
didn't
soft.
think you did.
Nate, let me ask you a question that has been passed down from generation to generation for at least the past generation. It's a very important question that does need to be asked. Do you even lift?
Bruh.
Over 9,000.
Goku gains.
So you don't even lift, okay.
No, actually, I do go to the gym.
No,
Oh, you
saying
do?
if you lift. Like, tons of people go to the gym, but
We get it. You
they
lift, bro.
don't even lift.
Yeah, I lift 25 pounds.
You don't lift.
That's lifting.
You
The
lift
only
the
thing you're doing
controller.
there is lifting spirits if you're doing just 25 pounds.
Well, what's that mean? Lift? Does that mean like curling 125? Because I mean that's not too bad.
No, 25, not 125.
No, I mean I mean like 25 in
pounds
1
is
arm.
literally just lifting your spirits off of the ground because you don't know anything else.
That's all I can lift, man.
What you need to do is go to dommerch.com and order yourself the Swoley Bible. That way you can get learnt from a professor like myself.
A professor. You want to learn from a professor, Nate? Rotated shit.
I read this book and it
Teddy
was something Bible, and it taught you how to do like a Kamehameha fart. Is that what you're talking about?
School for kids who can't read good.
Cool for
Obviously,
kids that
you
want to
don't
read
even
good
lift.
and do other stuff too.
Want to do other stuff good too.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. Check you later.
All right,
Okay.
dog.
Peace
Have a
out,
good one.
buddy.
Peace.
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 Well, anyway, I think that's going to be my last story because,
What about your what the fuck articles?
well, hold on. Let me find which one was the most.
No, you just go down the list.
I'm not doing all of them. I gotta take my dogs out. Hold on.
Who? Let the dogs.
LeBron James sets Black Panther's Ryan Coogler to produce Space Jam sequel. So, yeah, beginning
Don't
2019, he'll be the Michael Jordan of Space Jam. Does that make you feel good, Nate?
As long as there's Slam Jam, I'm happy.
And I'll give one more. Well, I got two more. Hold on. Ian, I don't know why you didn't have this. Loki, Scarlet Witch, and other Marvel heroes to get own TV series on Disney streaming service.
Why?
I did not hear about that. Well, you know, everybody. Well, yeah, that, but you know, everybody loves Loki. Oh, women love Loki, right, Nate?
Oh yeah, but he's dead, isn't he?
They're all dead. It could be a prequel.
I'm like, just because they're dead doesn't mean they can't make money off them.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
L. Ron Hubbard is dead, and the fucking Scientologists are making money.
Spoiler: a lot of people die in the movie.
So, also, the Senate passes a copyright bill to end 140-year protection for old songs.
I did see that. I wasn't sure if you would be interested in that or not, but
That's fantastic.
Happy birthday!
Yeah, they paid $1 billion. They paid $1 billion for that.
For the last decade, the congressional debate over copyright law has been in stalemate. Content companies have pushed for stronger protections, but their efforts have been stopped by a coalition of technology companies and digital rights groups. But on Tuesday, we saw a rare moment of bipartisanship and trans-industry harmony on copyright law as Senate unanimously passed the Music Modernization Act, a bill that creates a streamlined process for online services to license music and federalizes America's bizarre patchwork of state laws governing music recorded before 1972. That would mean effectively shortening the term of protection of older music published between 1923 and 1954 under current law. These songs may not fall into the public domain until 2067. In my imagination, I think they're trying to catch up with the whole technology of streaming and everything, how to capitalize on everything. They're nowhere near where they need to be, but it's already a fucking shit fest.
Oh yeah, can we talk about this too? The Windows 10 October thing.
Yeah, hold on. Let me scroll up to it. I almost forgot. If I can find it.
I would think that'd be kind of important.
Well, I mean, just if you've got under 32 gig.
Oh, really?
Hold on. You got to read the first couple lines. Let me go into it here. Hold on. Okay. Windows 10 October 2018 update. Dump your files to avoid crashes, warns Microsoft. Got a 32 gigabyte Windows 10 device? You probably shouldn't have bought it, but here's how to make sure it doesn't stumble during the next Windows 10 update. Basically, it says, where is it? The OS demands 10 gig of space. So if you only got a 32 gig hard drive and 10 of it is your OS, you might want to get rid of some shit. So there's guides on how to upgrade your storage, how to move files. Because when you go to install it, it'll crash and not work. And I don't have to worry about that because I have a big ass OS, but I'm a data hoarder. The average person who just buys a Windows 10 machine might be fucked here. So there's that.
By the way, do you have the dark mode working on your Explorer?
No.
I was gonna say, can you bring up an Explorer window to see what?
Yeah, it's not dark.
Is it that's still broken on yours?
I don't fuck with it. I get on this thing once a week. I'm sure shit'll crash again later. If I
But
feel
yeah, hopefully it won't, because you said you were having those blue screens before.
well, that's why I made a restore point. So if it does happen, I can just go back. But you know,
all right.
any thoughts on that, Nate?
Nah.
He doesn't know what we're talking about.
Well, he was trying to stay on the Windows 7. Did you finally get to Windows 10 yet, Nate?
No. I'm staying on Windows 7 until I have to upgrade.
Well, they're
Well, it's
selling
going to be
upgrades.
Well, it's going to be dangerous because did they drop support already?
You can buy, companies can buy support. I don't know about individual people.
Well, right, but
way,
you can't get updates for it anymore, right?
I don't know. By the way, I'm surprised you didn't touch on this. 5 things the Verge's controversial PC build guide video unintentionally taught us not to do. Did you watch that cringy video?
No, I haven't. I saw the video where Jay was doing all this stuff that people are saying you're not supposed to do, like
well, the
like
Verge
building on
basically
carpet and stuff.
Yeah, the Verge. They normally their articles and videos are very good and informative, and then they said, "Hey, we built a $2,000 computer, and we're going to show you guys." And they're like, "Okay." So I started watching it, and from the get-go, there was shit wrong, and the actual tech tuber sphere, the tech tuber sphere did the most reaction videos to something I've seen since Two Girls One Cup. Like, if you remember that video of Joe Rogan watching Two Girls One Cup and being grossed out, that's basically what this was. Like, I watched it and I'm like, oh, no, what? No, what? Don't do that. No. What are you doing? No.
Is it like me watching you break a SATA pin?
No. Like, he's like, okay, here's how you do this. And you're like, that's no. Is he trolling us at the end? He's gonna go, ha, gotcha. No, he, like, for one, okay, static wristband. They say it's a good idea. His wristband, he seriously just has a bracelet that it's not clamped to anything. He has his RAM side by side. He doesn't do dual channel or quad channel. He just has 2 sticks right next to each other. That's not how you do it for optimum performance. He
touched the gold contacts on the RAM too in Jay's video.
He put the power supply facing the wrong way. The fans. He forgot to install 2 fans in the radiator. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Did they squirt like a whole bunch of thermal paste all over the motherboard?
Okay, well, the thing is
on YouTube.
No. They had an AIO with pre-applied thermal paste, and he says it comes with some, but it's still not enough. So it's a good idea to add more. So he squeezes more onto the CPU. I mean, basically, if you look up the Verge, how to build a PC or whatever guide, you'll see everybody watching it going, no. What the hell? For a screwdriver, he used a Swiss Army knife. And he recommended that. His cable management is just my pre-built Dell that ran XP. When I opened it up, it looked a lot better than this guy's computer that he built with a window. So you can see inside and see this rat's nest. I mean, seriously. It's embarrassing.
So bad for the airflow then.
Hold on.
With the cables. Well, I mean, that's how it was back in the day. You know, if the cables fit in there, you just shove them in there.
This is I'm saying though, it looked better than this guy's here. This is from Reddit. Here is a screen grab of the video.
What screen grab?
Hold on, it's loading. Show images. Come on.
Boom.
Here we go. Can you see that?
Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ.
And
yeah, that's pretty sloppy.
And the CPU cooler, he missed a screw on the left corner there, and wires fucking just every damn where. I mean,
Well, the
the
thing with
Rams right next to each other. Does he have any exhaust fans anywhere on here? Because all the stickers are on the inside.
Yeah. Well, the thing with, I mean, what were you taking out of this video though? Because I know with Jay's video, he was basically saying that a lot of these things people are saying is like it's you probably shouldn't go crazy, like ignore those, but it's like it's a lot harder to mess up a computer than you would think. He was pretty much saying.
Oh, they tried.
Did it work?
What was the results?
It booted.
That's about it.
Wow, I don't know if this is from the video or not, but wow.
Oh yeah, that's what I saw the other day.
Oh. Oh my God.
Zoom in on this. So Nate, check this out.
Is it showing my face?
No. It's on his screen.
Yeah. Whoop. Where the hell? Hold on.
I'll even block it there, see.
Hold on. Okay.
Look at. And he goes over to the other one.
What the fuck?
It's
Wait
like
for
soft
it.
serve.
Wait for it.
What the fuck?
It's like toothpaste.
What the fuck?
And look around the IHS. There's shit everywhere.
Yeah. And I mean, like you can't run that underwater. You
Apparently-
got to clean up somehow.
Apparently, that's a Gamer's Nexus video.
Hmm.
They're really thorough with their testing.
So how many hits did it get?
What the Gamer's Nexus video?
I remember seeing that, and I didn't really watch the whole video, so it's had to be a lot of views.
Well, hold on.
Just people. It's good clickbait.
That one that I just showed you there has 157,027 views.
That's not too bad.
And that's just the Gamers Nexus that paste video there that GIF is from. So yeah, but the guy from The Verge, I think everyone watched it to just have a good laugh, because if you've ever built a computer, you know that they did it wrong.
Well, did they really leave that shit on the motherboard? Because wouldn't it short that shit out?
Well, that was Gamers Nexus. I don't know if they did it for. I didn't watch that video. I don't know if they did it as a goof or
probably
piss you off or.
Well, I'm probably not gonna look back after this thermal pad. I don't want to have to deal with that shit again. By the way, what did you go with? Did you go with the bean method or the cross method for yours?
I made a pea.
You made a pea, little pea.
Yeah, small grain of rice.
Okay.
Also, I forgot when he's like things I use. He's like, a Swiss Army knife, and he said tweezers, zip ties. He called zip ties tweezers.
What?
I'm not even kidding you.
I mean, I don't understand if you called them like zippies or something kind of related to the name, but.
Hold on. Let me find the video and link it to you here. What? Everybody reacts to it. Oh yeah, they turned off the likes and the comments. They had to did they delete it because someone re-uploaded it? Yeah, people re-uploaded it because I guess they must have got rid of it. But yeah, everybody's like, "Oh no, dog, don't do that."
Yeah, I was thinking the other day when I was going at the store looking for materials to clean out my PC, like the isopropyl alcohol, and like I was buying zip ties and dust cleaner and stuff. Like I was thinking about it would be cool to see a video of like maybe like Jay or someone going to a store and like what stuff could you get, like maybe at the dollar store or at like a Walmart or something, like what's good computer stuff to get.
Well, I know, like
that
he was
would,
saying,
like,
one of
really
his
fit a
builds,
computer.
Jay's RGBs was like a car setup that he got from automotive.
That's pretty cool.
But anyway, dog, I think that should
Was
be
that
it
your-
for tonight.
Was that it? I mean, we covered a lot of good shit, man.
I gotta get up and let the dogs out. I don't want to pee in my house. But
Well, thanks for coming on, everybody.
yeah, thanks for joining us in this mystery of carnage.
It's Brofest.
Yeah,
Potato chip. Professor.
the dude keeps pumping, he gets bigger.
Getting swole. Taking a chapter out of the whole Swoley Bible. He's soft.
Okay,
But
hit me with
yeah,
that theme song.
thanks Ben for coming on too. Want to say that, and thanks for coming on, Frank.
And we're gonna have
Hope your
to.
jaw gets better.
Yeah, me too. What episode is this? Because we got to bookmark it so we know that there's a Nate face reveal.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I will take that. I will take his cam away.
You can't delete what's on the internet. It's on the internet. It's there forever.
I will wipe his computer. I'll put a magnet on it. That's fine.
Doesn't matter. The internet is not this computer, dog. It's uploaded to YouTube. So you gonna go up to the YouTube server?
Don't worry, I'll leave it up to Frank to look at it. He's not gonna do that shit.
I don't give a shit what you look like, Nate.
He's not. He's barely plays his own video games. He'll play Fallout. Have you gotten further on that? What else have you done with that?
I mean, I play it. I have. How many hours do I have in that? I'll tell you in just a second.
Well, like, what were you doing on it last? You were trying to do something with your character or something?
Yeah, I made a new character and I was just trying to level them up and
Okay.
do a different play style. I got the companions you can get.
Yeah.
I picked a different companion. So like there's one that's a drug addict that likes to fight, so you can steal and do stuff, and this one goes, "Oh yeah, you're gonna share, right?" And shit like that.
My God.
So I have 221 hours in it now. So yeah. I'm
Nice.
gonna there's some mods I can add to it too. I just gotta figure out which ones I want to do. And then next month is the Fallout 76 beta.
Yeah,
So-
he's looking forward to that.
Yeah, you won't see me. I'll be gone.
He'll be gone.
Be like, Frank, hello, we're supposed to do a show. Not now. Go away,
Hey,
Baton.
I asked you when that comes out if you want to take a week or so off.
Well, we don't know the exact date is the thing. It's supposedly gonna leak the end of this month when the launch is, because it officially comes out on my anniversary. So the beta is gonna be in October sometime. It'll be like Idiocracy. Go away, Baton.
Well, if you have enough terafloppies like Floyd does, you'll be able to play it earlier.
Yeah, he has an Xbox. I guess there's not gonna be any crossplay because PlayStation's a bunch of bitches.
Yeah, PlayStation more about CrossFit, right?
Something like that. But oh well, I don't care. I got a pewter. I'm gonna play.
You got a pewter.
That's right.
You got a pewter made out of pewter?
Mm-hmm. I was worried about my storage, but It's small enough. I think I can fit it onto my OS drive anyway, which is an SSD, so the launch times will be reduced anyway. It's not going to be on Steam at first any fucking way, so I have the Bethesda launcher on my OS drive, so I'll be okay at least for this.
Yeah, did you see Jay's video on how to like transfer your Steam library or whatever?
I've looked. I've had to do it before.
Yeah, it was a recent one.
Well, I want to get a 12 terabyte drive. I linked you to it.
I saw that. That's a pretty good price though.
Right? I mean, it's a refurb, big deal. $300. 10 terabytes don't go for that much. I mean, like that's cheap.
That is, man.
For like my refurb 3 terabyte drive I have in here, I paid $80. So
right.
If it works.
What would you use that for? Games or?
Yes.
Okay.
They take. I have I think a texture pack for Fallout that's like 50 gig. So
nice.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
he likes the mods.
Well, no, that's just an official texture pack. That's not even a mod pack.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit.
So yeah, it takes up some room. And I have, how many games in my library? 600 and something, I think. So, yeah.
Yeah, Frank likes to get a bunch of games if they're like in a bundle, even though he's not going to really play them.
Oh, right. I do that.
Or free games. I got I do the like Steam free games and shit like that.
You do the indie game bundles website?
Yeah, a bunch of them. I get shit that's free just because it's fucking free.
Oh yeah, I do that.
Especially if it's got cards and shit.
Oh yeah, because it's free money.
Right. I mean, I actually level up my damn Steam profile. Like I'm level 15 on Steam.
Well, you see with the trading cards, you could do this and then you can get that.
Yeah, I don't do that. I have cards. I don't use them for anything. Except for make badges.
Yeah, about the hustling.
Hustling. Well, anyway, dogs, let's play this out because I gotta go.
All right, buddy. Let's mosey on down. We're gonna do a face reveal right now.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need my webcam back.
I'm just messing with you, man. Peace out, everybody.